Abo, ba, ba, da, ba.
In his hand.
Sorry, guys.
Step into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
There it is. I have proclaimed it. We are rocking out this morning. A very good morning. Welcome to it. My name is Graham. So good to have you in our company. So good to see you, bro.
Thank you so much. My name is Raul the Morning. If you didn't know already, well, now you know. And of course, it's a beautiful day to rock on. Like you've just seen, we are absolutely pumped for the occasion. Why? Because listen up, the School of Rock is in town, baby. Air guitars. I can't help it, right? I had to.
And it's going to be like this, I'm sorry, for the whole day, because we will be rocking out. We've got Joburg, we've got Cape Town. Their two campuses are going to be, can we say, like, rocking out a war, a rock
It's
war.
like a rock-off, bro.
Okay, we're going to divide the country today. Now, we're going to have a whole lot of fun and introduce you to a new generation of superstars in the making. They are absolutely awesome. So we're going to put it to you guys out there to join the journey and find out about your own musical influences as well. So I'm quite keen to understand, because she feels like she can do anything. I would imagine, I was joking about Sanelia and our horse riding knowledge, or our horse racing knowledge. She can probably ride a horse as well. But I wanted to ask, Sanelia, have you ever learned to play a musical instrument?
No, I have not, my friends. My voice is my instrument. But no, I have not.
no.
It makes me very sad because I've always wanted to be one with the guitar. But it is something I still feel like I want to do in my life. What about you guys? You know, you say I look like someone who possibly has. You two look like you are one with the music.
That's all I got. Just the music in
Just
me.
the music, yeah,
That's it, man. My poor mother, bless her soul, did send me for drumming lessons. I went for like 2 lessons, and that's where it ended.
Yeah, listen, I've been messing around with a didgeridoo of late, trying to get my circular breathing. It is hard, guys. I can do the sounds, I can do the moves, but I can't get the breathing right. So if anyone knows of some tips for me, come through and help me out.
What does a didgeridoo move look like, dude?
I'll show you later. We'll keep that one for later.
Oh, man, well, be forgiven, because we're all going to feel like newbies today. These kids are amazing. Most of them have been playing for a long time, but the vibe at School of Rock, the talent, we call ourselves the Talent Factory.
Yeah.
They officially are the Talent Factory. And I cannot wait to see where they're at this year.
Yeah, we can't wait to see where they're at, and we can't wait to chat to you, Mzansi. That's what we're always doing. And Zanella, I know you were talking about the guitar, so do you think that is the instrument that you have ever dabbled in or would love to play? Because that's the question we're asking Mzansi this morning.
It's true, my Raul, 100%. I would absolutely be the most happy person in the world if I could find someone who would be willing to try and teach someone with these nails to play the guitar. But friend, Raul is correct, because we do want to have a conversation with you, all in the name of our Good Morning Post. Let's get to it. As you can hear, it is going to be an absolutely incredible morning celebrating the School of Rock. And we want to hear from you on hashtag Expresso Show, as well as our voice notes, 063-408-8863. My friend, are you musical? Have you ever taken the time to actually try and learn an instrument? And if so, how is the journey going? We want to hear all about it right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Let us know, whether it's on social media or on the WhatsApp line. Please come through and come and inspire people like myself who hopefully one day want to be the musical girl. We're right about now going to jump on into what's happening all around the world, though, but we can't wait to hear from you. Ra, know that you've got us in terms of those news headlines. What's going on, honey?
Yeah, let's bring this tune to official duties, and starting off with national headlines. Now, Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana delivered his budget speech in Cape Town yesterday and proposed a 1% point increase in VAT over the next 2 years. Now, starting on May the 1st this year, there will be a 0.5 percentage point increase, followed by another 0.5 percentage point on the 1st of April next year. Now, Godongwana emphasized that the impact on the most vulnerable will be mitigated through expanded social grants and additional foods excluded from VAT. Now, he also revealed that South Africa's 7.9 million personal income taxpayers fund 28 million grant recipients. Absolutely incredible stuff. And he carried on with his budget speech. And Godonwana also said the budget deficit, which is the difference between tax collections and government spending, is expected to increase to 5% of the GDP this year. Now, government spending will rise to 2.3 trillion rand over the next 3 years, mainly to cover social grants, public service salaries, and spending on essential services. Now, he also proposed removing the luxury excise duty on smartphones, which is valued below 2,500 rand. Now, effective on the 1st of April, this move aims to enhance smartphone affordability and foster digital adoption. Well, next up, we move to international headlines, and direct peace talks between the Democratic Republic of Congo and the M23 rebels will begin in the Angolan capital on March the 18th. Now, this is according to Angola's presidency. And Angola has been mediating to de-escalate tensions between Congo and Rwanda, accused of backing the Tutsi-led rebels, which Rwanda denies. Now, Congo's government has not confirmed participation, but M23 leader Bertrand Bisimwa claimed the talks were the only civilized option, and there was a quote coming through, and also this to resolve the ongoing crisis. Now, since January, the rebels have seized 2 major cities in East Congo with over 7,000 killed and 600,000 displaced. Next up, Pakistani security forces stormed a hijacked train yesterday, killing all 33 separatist militants and ending a day-long standoff with hundreds of hostages. Now, the Baloch militants have blown up the railway track and attacked the Jafar Express, with 444 people on board. Sorry, that number's 440 indeed, yes, all on board the Express. Now, the military reported that 21 hostages and 4 security troops were killed during the standoff, and no civilians died in the final operation. And many hostages, including women and children, were freed. Now, the Baloch Liberation Army claimed responsibility. Next up, at 108, Shih Tzu Haikoshi has snipped her way into history as the world's oldest female barber. Yep, you heard this correctly. Now, born in 1916, she set off to Tokyo at just 14 to chase her dream, scissors in hand. Now, by 18 years old, she was already a sought-after barber, and life threw its challenges. Now, she lost her husband in war, and her salon was destroyed in the bombings. But Shih Tzu never gave up. She rebuilt, opening her current shop in 1953, and she's still at it. And her secret, if you asked, well, the 3 nevers: never hold a grudge, never be jealous, and never fight. Well, now a Guinness record holder, she's proof that passion and a great haircut never go out of style. And yes, of course, age is definitely but a number. Well, let's see what numbers were racked up in the world of sport, and here's G-Man with the latest.
Oh, now that you've put us all to shame, the numbers not so good. Well, I suppose it depends what side of the fence you sit. Let's start with some footy and Marco Asensio. He scored twice as Aston Villa defeated a 10-man Club Brugge 3-0 to secure a Champions League quarter-final showdown with Paris Saint-Germain. So the Spanish forward has now netted 7 goals since his January team loan from PSG. Elsewhere, Real Madrid, they edged out to Atletico Madrid 4-2 on penalties. That was after 1-0 extra time score. Obviously evened out the aggregate, and now they're into the last 8. What a game. Now let's stay with the footballing connection, but a little closer to home. Patrice Motsepe has secured a second term as Confederation of African Football President. That was after being re-elected unopposed at the CAF Congress in Cairo. So the Mamelodi Sundowns owner first took office in 2021. Meanwhile, Cameroon, the football chief Samuel Eto'o, he's won a seat on the CAF Executive Committee. That's just days after a successful appeal to stand for election. Now moving to cricket, and a little further afield, Ireland has scrapped its planned multi-format series against Afghanistan this coming August due to financial constraints, though a reschedule for 2025 does still remain possible. So the decision aligns with Cricket Ireland's budget management strategy. Meanwhile, Ireland will host the West Indies for 6 limited over matches in May and June, followed by a 3-match T20 series, and that's up against England in September. Now on to rugby, and Marcus Smith has been restored at fullback. And that's for England's Six Nations clash up against Wales, with Elliot Daly now shifting to centre with Ollie Lawrence's injury in that spot. So Tom Rubach, he earns his first test start out on the wing. And of course, England sit 1 point behind leaders France and must secure a bonus point win, while hoping that Scotland do the job and stun France if they want to claim that title. So lots of permutations. We will watch that space, but that's where we leave our sport for now. Let's see what the weather has in store for us today.
Let's take a look together, my Feel Good Breakfast Show family, in terms of what exactly you can expect for the day. I do know that there is a lot happening in KZN because KZN is currently under storm attack, with the SA Weather Service issuing multiple warnings. An orange level 6 warning is in effect for the southeastern KZN, bringing disruptive rain, flooding and mudslides. A yellow level 4 warning covers most of the province except the southeast, which is under a yellow level 2 warning. The same warning applies to parts of the Northern Cape, Free State, Northwest, Gauteng, Limpopo and Mpumalanga. Severe winds and dangerous waves are expected between Saldanha Bay and Mazeppa Bay, while fire danger remains high in the Northern Cape and Northwestern Western Cape. We'll keep you up to date with anything else that does come through, but please make sure that you do take caution where need be, especially there in KZN. Right about now, let's jump on into what I like to call one of my favorite parts of the show, which is getting to see what your sunrise view looks like. This morning, absolutely inspired. Lindo from Roodepoort, where it is going to be 24 degrees Celsius. This is so gorgeous. I don't know how you caught this picture because it looks like a painting to me. And Lindo, you have started us off so beautifully. Thank you so much, because this Mzansi is the kind of vibes we're looking for. But we always tell you as well, it doesn't matter what's going on in terms of the weather. We just want to see what you're waking up to on 063 408 8863. Right about now, let's get you ready in terms of what you need to be making sure you dress up in terms of your temperatures.
If you thought it was hot out there, it's getting hotter in here. We are buzzing, bouncing off the walls, because School of Rock is here, Cape Town and Joburg. So we will be witnessing Drumageddon, Southern Rock, Glam Rock, rocking out completely. You're going to see some of the best young musicians, I would say, in the world right now. If you've come through the system at School of Rock, you've got the international chops, and you will see what I mean. So all we need to complete this beautiful breakfast basket is some actual food. Ryle, are we going to be back in the kitchen, my friend?
Oh, of course we are. We're getting you hungry, not only for music, but for good food as well. And Lee Fraser's coming to town to show us something special. We've got baked potatoes and fish, but it's done in a creamy way. We're using Parmesan and all the good stuff. So you Mzansi are in for an absolute treat. You don't need to go anywhere. We'll see you just around the corner. It's going to get delicious.
Oh, you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Yes, we are bouncing off the walls with excitement because we love fresh talent on the show. And we call ourselves often the Talent Factory, but I think if we have to be honest, there is only one talent factory in this country. It is the School of Rock. And they're going to be celebrating an incredible milestone, 10 years this year, transforming young people's lives, introducing us to some incredible talent, but I think propping up the music industry. And of course, birthed in the United States, it now really does have a home here in South Africa. The School of Rock, the music education school, if I can grossly oversimplify, is currently gearing up for some amazing events taking place this Saturday, the 15th of March, in both Johannesburg and Cape Town. Who's going to be better? We shall find out today. The Cape Town School, of course, hosting Drumageddon, Southern Rock and Glam Rock, all in one day at the Barnyard Theatre, Tiger Valley, and that's between 9 and 5 p.m. And we are so chuffed this morning to be joined by Lee Spound, the National Music Director, and 3 band members, Marie Buckley, Lily Aubert, Eugene Blom, and Belle Whippenar. Guys, welcome to it. You're a little bit nervous, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because if you weren't nervous, I'd be freaking out. Because you must be nervous because this is a big thing. You know better than anyone else in this room just how big these moments are because you've had 10 years of seeing this algorithm play out. Maybe give us a bit of background, Lee, into the School of Rock South Africa. Who are you guys?
Oh, we are a community of musicians from young to old. So it's been 10 years of being the music in our community where we've fostered talent from as young as 3 right through to adult through our group programs where they learn how to actually play with their peers, get on stage, learn that confidence, and get out there and do something different.
You literally can't hold him back. There's someone now just picking up a microphone and playing. And it's funny that you say that. My daughter's in the system, and that's been the big shift, has been the exuberance. And she hasn't learned an instrument yet, but everything and anything can be an instrument now, and I absolutely love that. Well, I'm going to throw to you, because when she said you can start as early as 3, she shot you a look. When did you enter into the system, and what has your journey with School of Rock been like?
I started School of Rock sort of during lockdown.
Oh, wow.
And I had my first ever guitar lesson over a Zoom call. And then since then, I've been at School of Rock in and out most days of the week. Yeah, and I've been through various bands, and sort of recently I just joined house band. So, yeah.
Oh, well, congratulations on being at this point, because I think I know the gateway that is opening for you guys, because I get to see you come back when an EP is being launched, and then come back when an album is being launched, and then come back when a tour is happening. And this is the honest truth. Why? What was the why for you to join School of Rock, Marie?
Well, I always really liked, I was always a very artsy child, and I wanted to do singing lessons at school, but they didn't have space for me, and I was like, I need to do singing, Mom. And she's like, okay, let me do research. And she found School of Rock. She's like, I found this place, you can try it out. And I was like, let's do it. And I've been there for 6, 7 years now.
I love that.
I love it so much.
It's a community, and I'm glad that you use that word, because we look for safe spaces in the world for young people to be able to shine, to have that freedom to feel safe and just do it. What is School of Rock for you? Because it's not just a music school.
It's not just a musical school, not at all. It's a community for me. I've found a place where everybody is connected through music and through love of singing or playing guitar or drums. Everybody is just connected through music, and it's such an amazing thing to be a part of, and to be able to share on stage and just at practices on a Saturday or any day of the week. It's amazing.
And you guys are amazing. And I know I'm kind of laying it on thick here, but I know where this road is leading. Eugene, if I have to ask you, there is a difference here in how good you guys are. What is that difference? What magic is in the water at School of Rock, or at least for you, what's been the difference?
Well, thank you. So we are the house band. That's the top level here at School of Rock. The house band gives us amazing opportunities. A couple of months ago, we were in Johannesburg at a festival. A couple of weeks ago, we were at the waterfront playing in front of 500 people. It's the community that we foster here. I don't really know how to explain it if you're not actually in a band here. But School of Rock gives you the opportunity to play in a setting which you will never get otherwise.
Sure, until you're a professional. and it's connected you to that strategic network that you need when you enter into the industry. As much as you think someone's going to give you your job, you're probably going to kick those doors down yourself with the rest of this network. What are we expecting in the shows today, Lee? When you say Drumageddon, we must be nervous. Talk us through the creative here.
Well, there's 3 shows we're running on Saturday, so they're quite a mix of music, but they're all rock-based. I mean, it's glam rock, southern rock, and Drumageddon, and that's running from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And it's just a whole mix of our experience of rock music. There's going to be some awesome drummers, obviously, some amazing solos. The kids are all going to shine. I mean, the shows that are on Saturday are all of our young students from age 8 through to 18 who'll be performing. The adults actually did their gig this past weekend. So I think it's just going to be an exciting performances and just great stage performances, and yes, we'll see just now when they perform.
Yeah, it's going to be humbling. I'm just getting you to brace yourself. We're going to be putting most of the grown-ups to shame, and with good reason. So give us a bit of background. You're a singer,
Yes.
obviously. What's your vibe? I know we're just painting you all with a rock brush here, but when you do enter into the industry, what do you think your selling point's going to be?
I do really like rock. I must say it's one of my favorite genres, but I do like singing kind of bluesy things and more like Aretha Franklin style stuff with like the runs. I love doing that kind of music.
You're talking like the rest of us can actually sing, okay, when you talk about these things, okay, but we'll understand. Give us your vibe. What is your brand, if you will, Lily?
Oh, I love anything music. Anything. I love rock. I love country. I love pop. I love blues. I love jazz. I'm thinking of studying jazz after school.
Ooh, nice.
So going into that probably at UCT. But anything music, I don't discriminate. Like literally any genre I love.
Why?
So-
Because we can. Because we can. Eugene, very quickly, what is your background? Are you playing? Are you on the drums, guitar, singing?
Yeah, so I've been playing guitar majority of my life, and I've grown up with so many different music styles. Obviously, I think majority interested in rock and guitar-focused music, but it's been awesome. Like a couple of months ago, I met Francois van Coke outside for a smoke break, and it was awesome. I mean, not me, he was. Yeah.
It's okay, you're a rock star, buddy. You're allowed to say very
awesome.
dramatic things
so
like that.
I've been able to meet some really awesome people through my experience at School Rock.
Oh,
But yeah.
man. And he knows talent when he sees it. I know him very well, and he wouldn't be sidling up to you not having one of those things if he didn't see the chops. No, good luck today. Break a leg out there and absolutely enjoy it. Lee, thank you so much for doing what you're doing for the industry. Absolutely love it.
Thank you.
Really cannot wait to see if they deliver on all of this promise. No, they're going to be absolutely amazing. The house band here to give us a taste of what School of Rock are cooking. And of course, they've got 3 shows headed your way. We'll keep those details up on all the socials. You can ask questions, show some love, and of course, stick around for an incredible performance on the way.
Yeah, incredible, I think, is going to be an understatement. And while the rockers go get prepped to shake up the screens right now, we thought we'd prepare the belly for something absolutely delicious. And we're talking about a creamy garlic and Parmesan baked fish and potatoes. Now, this is an effortless recipe. It's set to ease your hectic weeknights, and it's something that is so delicious. We're talking about something with a flaky white fish, tender potatoes baked in Valvy sauce, and I think it's going to have everybody wanting more. It's something that only takes 40 minutes to prepare. Now, this is a dish that is a cozy yet of company. It's a worthy pleaser and something you're going to absolutely love. So I'm not the one that's going to be doing this. I'm going to be inviting our friend, our family, foodie and content creator, Nicholas Frazier in the building. How you doing, my friend?
Bringing some goodies already.
Yeah, thank you so much for this. You've been working early already
Yes,
this morning.
yes.
How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, fantastic, man. It's always good to have you on the show. I think the last
Good
time
to
you were
be
here
back.
was the budget meals in Jan.
Yes, Jan.
We loved it.
So
We
it's good to
loved
be
you,
back.
and we love you having you back. So what are you preparing
Thank
for
you.
us?
So we're making creamy garlic, Parmesan, fish and potatoes, and you're going to be helping me today.
Okay, let's get to work. Huh?
So while
what are we
I'm
doing?
going to start with the sauce here, you can start putting the breadcrumbs together. So we've got some Parmesan cheese here, breadcrumbs, fennel. So you can just start adding
Start
that
adding
from
that to the
olive
bowl.
oil.
Okay,
so you
cool.
can just add all that to the bowl.
All
You
right.
can also start with the lemon zest and a squeeze of lemon juice. So that's just going to be for the topping.
Got you. Is
This
the oil
side-
going in as well?
Sorry?
The oil as well? Is that
Yes,
going
just
in?
a little bit, not all of it.
Okay,
can just
got
use
you.
a little.
All right,
Then
what are you
on
going to be up to on your side?
This side, I'm going to start with the sauce. So I'm just going to put in onions,
Okay, pretty
cream.
simple. Uh-huh.
Everything goes in at once, so it's a really easy dish. Capers, We're gonna add in some mustard as well. And then some garlic.
All right, okay. Those are pretty essentials. I think most
Very,
people should
very
have that in the
easy. Yes,
pantry.
yes,
If
yes,
not, then what kind of cook are you? You need to step your game up, people. Listen, I just wanted to make sure, obviously popping all these ingredients in. Did you say I'm just zesting the lemon, or do you want a squeeze of it as well?
Just give it a zest and give it a squeeze as well.
All right, so I've given it a little bit of a
just
zest.
maybe
I'm
about
gonna
half of the lemon you can squeeze.
Cool, I'll squeeze that in as well. What sort of
gonna just bring this
consistency
to a
are you
simmer.
looking for in terms of those ingredients that you've just popped in the pan there? What do you want that to kind of
So
turn
you
into?
you just want it to bring it to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, we're gonna throw in some Parmesan cheese as well.
Oh, yum. I'm just going to
And
quickly
that's
grab
it. And then we're gonna pour it over the fish actually before we bake it.
Beautiful.
So just give that a mix. And now I'm also gonna season the fish. So just simple salt and pepper goes onto the fish.
Okay.
So,
This is something I can manage, Nicholas. I was very intimidated thinking you're going to come in here and show off with some elaborate recipe that no one can do, but you just wanted to flex your skills. But I appreciate what you've done here, man. You're making something accessible, something that I think is going to really stand above when you actually put this together. And it's going to be, for many people at home, something that I think we want to make. You know, we're always trying to achieve a certain type of a meal. We're always watching your socials as example, trying to replicate those meals. So it's not just the taste that we're looking at here, but it's the entire experience. And I think these little moments that you're including here are what's making the difference. So thank you, man. Speaking of socials, you mentioned something crazy about your social media. What's happening, bro?
Yes, so on Friday, actually, my social media got hacked. My TikTok got hacked.
No.
Almost 3,000 followers gone. So I had to basically restart my TikTok.
Not 3,000. I think you had more than 3,000, right?
No, 300,000.
300,000.
300,000 followers.
Oh, when did this
TikTok
happen?
Gone. It happened on Friday this week.
You are joking. And
Yeah,
you're able to get the account back, or are we starting over?
No, I've been in contact with TikTok, so I basically started a new account.
No!
My new handle is just Nicholas Fraser 0. It was Nicholas Fraser 1 on TikTok, but now it's just Nicholas Fraser 0. So you can still find easy, quick recipes, still the same guy. So just make sure you're following my new account. I'm still on Instagram though.
Okay, you haven't left us completely.
No.
So we'll keep plugging in your handle, I think, for the
Thank you so
entire day,
much.
because all the work that you've put into creating that insane content, engaging with so many of your people, I can't believe it. But I'm grateful that you're going to be back. I'm grateful that there's more to look forward to. And maybe this is a chance at, like, let's see it as a silver lining. A chance to rediscover yourself, to reinvigorate everything that you are doing. So I love it. I'm here for it. So let's finish off this recipe.
Awesome, and that's exactly what I'm going to be doing.
Perfect.
So now what we're going to do, I've just added our potatoes, which is already pre-boiled. So we're just adding that to a pan. We're going to add in our fish pieces.
Nice.
So fish pieces go in.
And you're not scared that the fish and the potato are going to have two different consistencies?
No. So we've actually parboiled the potatoes.
Oh,
So you know, fish cooks way quicker than the potatoes.
Nicholas, this is why you're here. You're the smart one.
Yes.
Okay.
So just put that into the bowl. Then we're gonna add in our sauce.
Nice.
So before I add in my sauce, I'm just gonna put Parmesan cheese in there.
Perfect, yeah.
Mix that through. And it's gonna become really, really simple. So once we mix that through, just pour in a bit of lemon juice as well.
Ooh, keeping that zestiness, keeping it fresh.
Yes, very important for
Love
fish
that.
as well.
Absolutely
So-
love that. So just if you could talk through the final steps of this recipe in terms of how we put this together. This is pretty much it, right? And then it's going to go into the oven.
So we're just gonna pour over the sauce now. We're almost done already. So add in your onions as well.
Ooh,
So
and those are just going to
mix that
caramelize
in.
and soften up.
Yes. And now what's gonna give it a bit of a crunch is actually this breadcrumb topping.
Okay, when
So
does
this
that
is
get
where
added
this
at the
comes
end
in.
or
No, we
already
put
at
it
the
in
start?
right now. So
Okay.
everything's gonna go into this, and then we're gonna place it in the oven, and it's gonna be done in 40
Voila.
minutes.
How long does it get in the oven for?
30 to 40 minutes, and you're done.
Nicholas, that was easy. Okay,
Very easy.
now I'm on board. Now I see why the people love what you're doing, because you're making recipes so simple, but yet look at the impact that this is going to create.
And
So
it's
Mzansi,
beautiful.
get this recipe at expressoshow.com. What are you waiting for? It is delicious, and we've got more from Nicholas in just a bit. So he's not going anywhere. School's going to be rocking on. And Zanele, what's happening out in Jersey, by the way?
Oh, my Ryle. I mean, firstly, I'm just mouth-watering in terms of what you guys are doing over there in Cape Teasy Foshizi, but I am also getting super excited for what is going to be the Rock the 90s event that our School of Rock family has got for Cape Town as well as Johannesburg. You heard all about it in the mother city. Now we're about to hear about what's going to be happening in the city of gold. Then we also have some delicious things from our School of Rock peeps. They are going to be performing something nice from Queen. Trust me, you want to stick around for it. It's all happening right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. We're going to take a short break and we'll be back after this.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Oh, welcome back. I said we'd be back, didn't I? And I told you as well that we'd be bringing along some superstars, all in the name of the School of Rock franchise. We heard earlier on in the Mother City about how it is going to be happening, all about the Rock the 90s event that I genuinely believe you need to be at, my friend. It's happening this weekend, the 15th of March, both in Cape Town and in Johannesburg. We heard from our Cape Teasy Foshizi family, and right about now, I'm so excited for us to hear from our School of Rock Parktown North family, the guys who are coming here to make sure that even the city of gold feels the rock within. Now, today, we're getting to sit down with none other than the music director from the School of Rock, JHB, and of course, some two beautiful, amazing band members. I'm talking about none other than Ayla as well as Jake. Everyone, let's give them a beautiful, feel-good welcome. Hello, guys. How are you?
Oh,
Good.
so
How are
good.
you?
Yeah.
Amazing. You guys are so energized for so early in the morning.
know,
love
right?
it. I want to start with you, Mr. Hendricks.
Oh, thank you.
Talk to us a little bit about the fact that you've got 12 years experience.
Oh, man.
This music thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, what makes you as a musical director so different to everyone else, especially after 12 years?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's just being given that role is a huge responsibility. Obviously, you're in charge of upholding the curriculum. You're in charge of upholding upholding the environment at the school. So I think being able to be in that position is a great, great opportunity and a blessing for me, definitely. And to be there for these young ones, you know, to give them the little bit that I've learned in the industry and make sure that they're ready to go out there and be great musicians.
Jericho, you are so humble. The little bit I've learned in 12 years. Oh my goodness.
It's not much. It's not much. It's not much.
Ayla, I want to come to you because you're a drummer.
Yeah.
You're someone who's one with the sticks.
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about what else you'd really love to explore when we talk about musical instruments, my love.
Well, I always had a thing for piano because my grandmother played piano and she would like play me stuff when I was very little, and it's just very cute and all that stuff. So that would be great to do.
That's incredible.
Yeah, for sure.
So have you tried to pursue it already, or is it just something you're like, maybe one day?
Maybe one day. I mean, I can play a bit, but it's not great. I wouldn't recommend you listen to it.
Oh my goodness! You know what? You kill it on the drums, and that's what matters right now. Exactly.
Yeah.
Jake, talk to me about you and School of Rock. How did you tell your parents that, hey, that's where I want to go to?
So actually, they told me about it.
Oh, that's amazing.
But I'm very, very happy that I joined. Like, I've always wanted to perform. I've always been interested in that stuff.
Yes.
And like getting out there. And School of Rock has really allowed me to like express myself.
Yes, that's beautiful. You're so lucky. I had to convince my parents about this. They hated the idea. Yes, exactly. They wanted me to be a doctor like everyone else in the family. But that is incredible. And Jericho, I want to come back to you because, of course, you know, this is a place that allows, just like Jake said, young people to express themselves and just be the best version of themselves musically. You know, what exactly have you discovered and sort of just really seen in the nature of School of Rock that really makes it stand out from other places?
Yeah, no, I think just to start off with, just the way that we bring music education across based on a real song-based form of learning. So when you come from your first lesson, you're learning music, you're learning actual songs, and then we build from there. Obviously, the second best thing is the band. As soon as you join, you get put into a band. We rehearse once a week, and like you said, we put on shows at least 4 times a year. And for our very first show, we have 11 bands performing on Saturday. So it really is an incredible environment for people to just come through of all ages, not just people under the age of 18. All ages are able to come through and express yourself on any instrument you want. So it's a great, great environment for that.
I love that. And Ayla and Jake, I want to quickly come for you. When were you guys born?
I was born in 2006.
Okay.
I was born in 2010.
Okay, amazing, amazing.
Please don't ask me when I was born.
I will not. I was in a primary and high school at that time. However, you guys are like removed from the 90s. Talk to me about how excited you are about this beautiful event, Rock the 90s, that's going to be happening on Saturday.
Well, it's my first real show that I've done outside of school shows and stuff like that. So it's going to be so amazing. I'm just so excited for everyone to see all the bands and just to play in front of everybody.
Yeah.
It's going to be nuts.
And what exactly can we expect when we're talking about Saturday?
Well, like, obviously it's going to be an amazing show. Like, all that old music, it's all the classical, like, rock music that I grew up with, which makes it, like, very special for me.
Yeah.
Just, like, expect an amazing show.
I love that. I love that you called 90s music old music. That's very special.
Beautiful.
And guys, one thing I also know is that you kind of get to really learn about working in a group, learn about working with people. You know, what's been your favorite part about that?
Just communicating. Like, I just think music is all about collaboration. And when you're in a room with people who just really love what they do, it's just a magic feeling. Like, you can't really describe it without being there. It's just beautiful. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's really special, like, playing with people who really understand you.
Yes.
And, like, your love for music. It's an amazing experience that I've always wanted to, like,
have.
Awesome.
Yeah, guys.
Awesome.
Superstars. I see Grammys in your future.
Yeah. Thank you.
Guys, speaking of which, there is something that I promised you earlier on Expresso Family. It is a beautiful, lovely thing that these beautiful humans have put together. School of Rock is such a special place, and this is where people get to express themselves, but also allow us to be spoilt. And this is why right about now, I want you to check out this lovely rendition that they put together of Queen. Watch this.
How do you think I'm gonna get along without you when you're gone? You took me for everything that I had, kicked me out of my own. Are you happy? Are you satisfied? and another one bites the dust, and another one bites the dust, and another one bites the dust. There's been a way you can hurt a man and leave him on the ground. You can beat him, cheat him, treat him bad, and leave him when he's down. But I'm ready, yeah, I'm ready for you. I'm standing on my own 2 feet. Out in the doorway, the bullet strip to the side of me, yeah. Another one bites the dust, and another one bites the dust, and another one gone, another one gone, another one bites the dust. Hey, I'm gonna get you too, another one bites the dust, yeah.
Oh my goodness, everybody! Do you see the excellence? Do you see the vibes? It is School of Rock, Parktown North, and of course, my friend, we are having them in the building because we're celebrating the fact that they've got that beautiful event happening this weekend, the 15th of March, Rock the 90s. You do not want to miss it. We're going to tell you more about it. These guys are going to be blowing you away, but the talent is talenting. Another one bites the dust, okay? Mother City family, how are you feeling after seeing what you just saw, huh?
Yo, I'm ready to rock on, Zanele. So much excitement, so much cheers happening right here. Joburg and Cape Town are rocking on officially. Let me tell you, Mzansi, the sound checks on this side as well. It's going crazy. Now, we got still so much to look forward to. Grand Heinz has actually come through ahead of all the rock to look at a retrospective take on Guitar Hero. And then Nicholas is still in the kitchen for some fish and chips battered in a beautiful way. So don't go anywhere. See you after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh yes, Mzansi, welcome back. It's your feel-good breakfast show, and we're feeling like rock stars because there's so much happening. We are rocking, and we are diving into great conversation when it comes to rock. And let's get nostalgic right now, because a few games have left as lasting a mark on the gaming industry as Guitar Hero. Now, everything from its explosive debut in 2005 to its eventual decline in the early 2010s, the series transformed rhythm gaming and brought rock music to living rooms worldwide. But the question is, what made Guitar Hero such a phenomenon, and does it still hold up today? Well, we brought in the experts to break down the legacy of Guitar Hero. We got professional gamer, tech expert, Grant Hines in the building. How you doing, bro?
Good. Listen,
Nostalgia?
yeah, lots of nostalgia.
Yeah.
Did you play a Guitar
Bro,
Hero?
I did, and I loved it. I loved it all the way up until they brought mics in and everything else. But let's go back to the beginning, man. What made this thing so popular when it was like first conceived and brought to the world?
So it was actually based on, well, it was inspired by a Japanese rhythm game that came out, and one of the big things was they actually brought in a new controller. It wasn't just your game controller that you were doing a rhythm segment with. They built like a guitar with like a fretboard with the buttons on it,
the
like
buttons,
with the different color buttons, and a strumming feature on the top, and also like a wham. Do you remember that? Which was very cool.
Yeah.
So it made the feeling of playing a guitar something accessible for people that didn't have guitars, and I think was probably a gateway to a lot of people who were interested in music that turned their console into like a music maker, if you'd like. But the whole premise of a rhythm game is that you're not playing the notes necessarily, you got to play them on time. So you get used to, I think people learned how to warm up their fingers on a fretboard.
Yeah.
And then we're like, wait, maybe I could do this in real life, kind of thing. I had the pleasure of actually going to the studio in Albany a couple of years ago, or like a long time ago. They made a bunch of cool games for Activision, including Skylanders, and they were like the mastermind behind the Guitar Hero series.
Yeah.
They were, and then Neversoft took over. And that was in 2005. So you think about how long ago that was.
Jeez,
like
yeah,
that
man,
was
this is
that
crazy.
was 20 years ago.
2 decades,
when
bro.
Guitar Hero came out. Can you play the guitar?
I cannot play the guitar. Guitar Hero inspired me to want to play the guitar just like you, but I never transitioned across that threshold, to be very honest.
But it didn't stay there. Guitar Hero 3 came out after a while, and
that was huge, bro. That was a big one, yeah.
So Legends of Rock was a huge deal, because not only did you have really amazing people that you played against online or in the game, you played like one of the bosses was Tom Morello from like Radiohead.
Oh my word, I remember
really
that
cool.
Actually. I forgot about that, yeah.
And you also had like a kit, so like you could, well, obviously you play
skins and
like
customize
the multiplayer side of it, so you could play with 2 controllers and play against other players or play online against other people, which was really cool. And then Guitar Hero World Tour came out after that, which was awesome. So I had that one, which was amazing because it was a full kit. So it had like.
Did you have the entire kit?
Yeah, I did.
The drums, the mic, the guitar. What,
and I was
bro?
in a block of flats.
So they all hated you.
Over one night, and one of my neighbors came around in his underwear. He was like, "What are you doing?" And we were like, "We're playing drums," but it's like the whole block of flats can hear you. So we had a little drum kit, a microphone, and a guitar, and we would just play and like take turns.
You didn't get anybody in the neighborhood asking you, when you guys performing, when's your next gig?
Definitely not. Definitely not. It was like, when's this thing getting shut down?
So we speaking, was that World Tour we're obviously discussing now? That was World Tour, which brought in all these incredible.
I remember unboxing that. It was so cool.
And for me, it was the epitome of what involved friendship. Like, you could get your mates over to start a band and come together. It wasn't just isolated to you yourself playing the game, which I thought was cool.
Look, remember, this was the time when a lot of people were getting around consoles. I called it one of the golden eras for consoles. People were playing Nintendo Wii, so people would come play Wii Sports and tennis at your house. People would come around, and then if somebody had one of these sets, it would be a whole evening. It would be like, oh, whoa, you know, like, Ryle got World Tour, let's go through to his house, and then you'd order pizza and spend the evening playing this game.
So it seems like the multiplayer world of online kind of cannibalized a little bit of what meant physical meetup. We could just do it digitally.
It did, and also a lot of people didn't want to buy all these peripherals for one game anymore. You know, like buying a drum set but only for one game became a little bit like excessive. You know, it was very expensive.
Makes sense. And then we had the spin-off, obviously, of DJ Hero.
Yeah, okay, so like I put this on the list. It's not a Guitar Hero thing, but it was a spin-off called DJ Hero. Why they did not continue this? They made DJ Hero 2, but
think about where we are right now.
Bro, it would have been so.
Yeah,
you
ahead
get
of its
kids'
time.
toys. I'm looking to get Jamie a little DJ set because little kids' toys things.
I
But it's
think
like,
it's
you
brilliant.
literally have like dance music and hip hop music, and you could like mix it, and like it was so cool.
Oh, Grant,
But
thank you
anyway.
so much, man. You're giving us every reason to get nostalgic, to remind us of our childhood and the things that matter most, and that's our memories. Quick one, if I could ask you, what was your favorite game of all time in the Guitar Hero series?
I'm gonna say DJ Hero.
DJ Hero! Well, if you want to step back into the past, you want some nostalgia, then you can go get these games. I think they are still available somewhere out there. So if you
can find them.
if you can find it, cherish it and enjoy it. What we're going to cherish now is food in the kitchen.
Yep, and it's going to be a rock star food at that, because that's the tone we have set today, and I'm loving it. And of course, we've got Nicholas Fraser back in the kitchen, and I think he knows better than most that there is nothing quite like the classic combination of crispy battered fish and golden crunchy chips. But how do we get that batter perfectly golden and crispy? Well, this homemade version brings you the perfect balance of a light, airy batter with tender, flaky fish inside, just like your favorite fish and chips shop, hopefully paired with a tangy, creamy tartar sauce. So that's the second plug-in. And of course, our foodie and content creator, Nicholas Fraser, as I said, is here in the kitchen, my friend. So we're going to swap places, because I don't even trust myself with a vat full of hot oil and the battering process. Because let's be honest, if we're going to get fish and chips right, 99.9% of the battle is in the batter. So where do we start, my brother?
So we're going to start with some flour.
Okay.
Very important. We're going to add a bit of corn flour to that, or cornstarch.
Aha, why?
So just add
are we
about a
doing that?
tablespoon. This is going to help the batter to be a bit more crispier as well.
Okay.
Yes. So add your corn flour, salt and pepper, very important seasoning, goes in. Then this is the important trick to get it nice and crispy. We're going to use sparkling water or soda water.
Get out.
Into your batter.
Wow.
That's going to add an amazing... See the bubbliness of what's going to
yeah, I'm thinking, because you want a bit of substance and you know, a size to the batter, if that makes sense. But you really do want some lift. You want kind of those little pockets of crispiness.
Yes.
I love that. So you can see the reactions happening
so you
already.
Can just give that a mix.
Oh, cool.
And then while I'm busy here, you can actually make the tartar sauce.
With absolute pleasure. Okay, where do I...
Mayo, pickles, capers, lemon zest, and Dijon mustard.
As easy as that.
Yes.
And this is a great counterbalance, because it's got a bit of zing and acidity. I think when you've got anything deep fried with a lot of batter, there is going to be a richness to that. You've got to cut through it with something.
Yes, yes, that's going to be perfect to cut through
Capers.
with. And it's homemade, so it's really simple. Then
Now,
to the fish also.
The thing that terrifies me, you're dealing with, in this case, hake, I'm assuming, which is a great fish for fish and chips, I think, because it's not overly fishy.
Yes, yes.
You know, it's got a great kind of sounding board effect where it can bring out other flavors around it, but you want the fish to be well looked after. How do you know, once it's in the batter and it's in the pan, that it's ready? Is it an exact science, or is there something you need to look out for?
For me, there's no exact science. You know, once you know how to cook, you know how to cook, I guess. But once your batter is a bit golden brown, you don't want your batter to burn. So I usually look at the batter, because fish really cooks very quickly.
I mean, you can, let's be honest, you can eat it raw.
Exactly.
It's such a clean protein in that sense.
So no need to overcook your fish. So we're going to add salt and pepper to the fish first as well.
Okay.
And then we're also going to put some flour onto the fish. So this is going to help our batter actually stick to the fish. So just add flour to your fish
I
as
suppose
well.
because you've got two layers of moisture there, and they're just
Yes,
going to kind of slide off each other.
Yes.
Okay.
So
well, that
this
is a very
definitely
valuable
gonna help
hack.
to add. So just dust your fish into the flour on both sides.
Now that I've said we've got a zingy sauce, I'm making our tartar sauce quite zingy.
Oh, you added extra lemon. I love sourness, so extra lemon is always good.
And especially with fish, right?
Especially with fish. And we actually didn't use lemon on the fish, so that's going to be perfect. So it's going to go perfectly with the fish.
It's going to balance that out.
Yes.
And now the all-important battering process.
Yes, yes. So obviously you're going to get your hands a bit dirtier. Make sure they're clean.
It is a rule in our kitchen, don't worry. We've got like cleaning fairies that literally watch us every second.
So floured fish goes into the batter nicely. Yes, it's okay to get your hands dirty.
It's all right. One would expect you to roll up your sleeves for this one. And I see the batter is actually quite thick, which I'm guessing helps.
Yes, yes, because we want a bit of that thick batter on the outside. Not too thick, that's why it's runny. So it's going to be perfect. Now let's make sure our oil is hot. but not too hot because we don't want to burn the fish.
Okay. Would you know, I know you're not a scientist here, but is there an ideal temperature for that oil?
To be honest, I usually just take a wooden spoon, put it in. Once it starts bubbling on the sides, I know my oil is fine.
It's ready to rumble.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is a bit hot. I'm just going to lower it a bit. I can feel the heat.
I love that.
But let's test it out.
And I suppose that's the joy of cooking, is somewhere between the exact science and the intuitive magic that happens.
Yes.
We're going to end this little cooking session very dramatically with the fish entering
see that
into the
oil is perfect. Look how when the batter's going in, it's cooking perfectly.
Nice.
And slowly away from you, not towards you. Ta-da!
Sure. You created some romantic drama with that. Absolutely beautiful. It's bubbling, and I like the fact that we are using relatively shallow oil, so this is something you can do at home. Really super simple. Just look after the fish, something crispy, something delicious, and of course we'll pair it with some crispy chips as well. And our homemade tartar sauce, expressoshow.com is where you can find the recipe. Enjoy.
So,
oh, look at that already.
It's looking amazing. You can see the bubbles on the side for the crispiness that's already forming from the soda water that we use.
I love the fact that it's all about food. It's all about rock. It's so delicious. Look, Cape Town, you guys are having the best time of your lives. It's just food, it's rock, it's good times this morning right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. But Mzansi, I need you to make sure that you don't go anywhere, because coming up soon, it is the School of Rock Claremont that is going to be performing. And then we get to hear more about the Rock the 90s event that is happening this weekend, the 15th of March. I've said it 3 times now, which is your sign to go and get yourself within, okay? We're going to be hearing more about it, and I don't want you to miss out. So please make sure you don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Oh, yes, Mzansi, welcome back. Your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Perfect timing as we return on the hour. And with that, we start off with official duties once again. So let's dive straight into it, and starting with national headlines. Now, about 14 people were murdered daily in the Eastern Cape over 6 months. And that's according to provincial crime statistics for the 2024-2025 season. Now, the statistics were released by Community Safety MEC Ngolile Ngata at St. Albans Correctional Facility yesterday. And a total of 2,615 murders were recorded, and 1,315 in the second quarter and 1,300 in the third. Now, 5 Nelson Mandela Bay police stations ranked among the top 10 for contact crimes in the country. And Buffalo City has now joined other major South African metros on the list of the world's most violent cities. Well, sticking to national headlines, Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana, delivering his budget speech in Cape Town yesterday, proposed a 1 percentage point increase in VAT over the next 2 years. Now, starting on the 1st of May this year, there will be a half percentage point increase, followed by another half percentage point on the 1st of April next year. Now, Godongwana emphasized that the impact on the most vulnerable will be mitigated through expanded social grants and additional foods excluded from VAT. Now, he also revealed that South Africa's 7.9 million personal income taxpayers fund 28 million grant recipients. Well, moving over to international headlines, and the Kremlin said it is awaiting detail from Washington regarding a proposed 30-day ceasefire in the Ukraine before responding. And this while U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio hoped a deal would be reached soon. Now, following ongoing talks between White House officials and their Russian counterparts, the U.S. agreed to resume arms supplies and intelligence sharing with Ukraine. Now, meanwhile, President Vladimir Putin visited Russia's Kursk region, emphasizing Russian success after Ukrainian troops captured part of its last year and confirmed the capture of 5 more villages in the region. Well, next up, direct peace talks between the DRC, the Democratic Republic of Congo, and M23 rebels will begin in the Angolan capital on March the 18th, and this according to Angola's presidency. Now, Angola has been mediating to de-escalate tensions between Congo and Rwanda, and that's being accused of backing the Tutsi-led rebels, which Rwanda denies. Now, Congo's government has not confirmed participation, but M23 leader Bertrand Bisimwa claimed the talks were the only civilized option, and that was a quote, and that was to resolve the ongoing crisis. Now, since January, the rebels have seized 2 major cities in East Congo with over 7,000 killed and 600,000 displaced. Well, next up, something to change the mood and put a smile on your dial. The next story is definitely something and a treat for dog lovers everywhere. Now, listen, if you've ever felt a pang of guilt leaving your pup home alone, well, here's some tail-wagging news. Just a minute of petting before you can go or before you leave the house can help them feel more at ease. Now, a recent study published in the Journal of Veterinary Behavior found that dogs who received gentle pre-departure affection showed calmer behavior and lower heart rates while waiting for their owners. And what's even better, petting isn't just good for dogs. It helps us too, reducing stress and boosting feel-good hormones. So next time you grab your keys, don't forget that little extra cuddle on the way out. Now, here's a little bit of the extra headlines. We dive into the world of sport, and here's G-Man with the latest.
I see your golden retriever and I raise you a miniature Dachshund. 3 hours of forced cuddle time, all right? But it's okay. Maybe you need a cuddle this morning if you're a footy fan, as Marco Asensio did what he's been doing all season. He scored twice as Aston Villa defeated a 10-man Club Brugge 3-0 last night, in so doing securing a Champions League quarter-final showdown with his old club, Paris Saint-Germain. So the Spanish forward has now netted 7 goals since his January loan from PSG. Incredible move. Meanwhile, Real Madrid, they edged out their old foes Atletico Madrid 4-2 on penalties. That was after a 1-0 extra time defeat to reach the last 8 thanks to that aggregate. Now, staying with the footballing front, but a little closer to home, Patrice Motsepe has secured a second term as Confederation of African Football President. That was after being re-elected unopposed at the CAF Congress in Cairo. So the Mamelodi Sundowns boss first took office in 2021 and has been very successful in the role. Meanwhile, Cameroon, their football chief Samuel Eto'o won a seat on the CAF Executive Committee. And that was just days after a successful appeal to stand for the election. Now we move on to cricket, and Ireland, it seems, have scrapped their multi-series or multi-format series up against Afghanistan in August due to financial constraints, though a reschedule for 2025 does still remain on the cards. So the decision aligns with Cricket Ireland's budget management strategy. Meanwhile, Ireland will host the West Indies for 6 limited overs matches, and that's in May and June, followed by a 3-match T20 series up against England in September. Now, finally, on to rugby. Oh, it's into the business end of the Six Nations now, and Marcus Smith has been restored at fullback for England's Six Nations clash up against Wales, with Elliot Daly now shifting to centre. That's after Ollie Lawrence's injury. So it looks like now Tom Roebuck earns his first test start out on the wing. England currently sitting 1 point behind leaders France, and they must secure a bonus point win while hoping Scotland do what seems like the impossible and stun France to claim that title. But there you can see the points laid out bare. So all to play for this weekend in the Six Nations. That's where we leave our sport for now. Let's see if the roads have woken up.
Thank you so much, Graham. And yes, the roads have woken up indeed. You're out and about Mzansi, and this is why we want to tell you how to navigate that. Let's start off in KZN. Durban, delays are being experienced as a result of congestion along the N3 northbound between Earbia Klute interchange and the M7 interchange. Maintain a safe following distance over there, please. Then in Gauteng, Johannesburg, traffic is moving extremely slowly, slower than a snail, honey, north of the N1 before Deep Kloof interchange with the back of the queue at Moroka bypass caused by continued roadworks. Please exercise patience over there and make sure that you do buckle up. And then in Cape Town, the mother city, there's been a motor vehicle collision, unfortunately, north of the M5 before the N2 inbound. There's a lane closure over there and delays are expected. So do allow for additional travel time. We'll keep you up to date with anything else that does come through. But for now, let's check out what's happening with your weather. It is always in need of us to be able to look after ourselves, that we hear from the SA Weather Service and KZN. I'm going to need you to buckle up for what's ahead, because it is unfortunate that KZN is under attack in terms of storms right now, with the SA Weather Service issuing multiple warnings. An orange level 6 warning that is in effect for southeastern KZN, bringing disruptive rain, flooding, as well as mudslides. A yellow level 4 warning covers most of the province except the southeast, which is under a yellow level 2 warning. The same warning applies to parts of the Northern Cape, Free State, Northwest, Gauteng, Limpopo, as well as Mpumalanga. Severe winds and dangerous waves are expected between Saldanha Bay and Mazeppa Bay, while fire danger remains high in the Northern Cape and Northwest and Western Cape. Please make sure you take caution where need be. But somewhere where you never ever need to be cautious is when you're trying to show us what's happening on your side of life when we talk about your sunrise view. And this morning, Delesh from my hometown, East London, where it's going to be 26 degrees Celsius today. Delesh, you are representing slummies. I love this. This picture over here makes me miss home. Now I want to go home and experience just the sunrise with my eyes. But at least I can live through this gorgeous picture with all of the different colors, from the blue to the orange to the yellow. Oh, it's absolutely stunning. Even a tinge of pink, if you will. Thank you so much, Delesh. And Mzansi, this is your turn now. 063-408-8863. Let's show the rest of the country what you're waking up to with your sunrise view. Right about now, let's take a look what's happening with your temperatures.
Oh yes, Mzansi, welcome to the thing we talk about when we get excited, and that's rock, and we're about to rock on and do exactly that. So I want to just do something and get you warmed up, and maybe we can all join in on this, right? I think we're going to start by like just warming up our shoulders. You guys want to join me for this? You know where this is going, because after this we're gonna get it bigger and bigger until we get air guitars. Sorry, I gotta have fun because I haven't learned the instrument, but they have. And we're talking about School of Rock coming at you in just a bit. Both Joburg and Cape Town are going to rock your screens, Mzansi. So get ready for it. Warm up the shoulders. We'll see you soon.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, Expresso family. We're still hanging out, still rocking on, okay, with the School of Rock and having the most beautiful morning, all in the name of celebrating their Rock the 90s event that is happening both in Cape Town and Johannesburg this Saturday. So whom's better than to bring in the actual people who are going to be entertaining you on Saturday and having fun with you than the actual School of Rock? Can you hear? There's rock happening everywhere. And we, in fact, are in the presence of greatness. I'm talking about the general manager of the School of Rock here in Johannesburg, Jared, who is actually one of the leaders that is allowing our young people to really reach their full potential when it comes to music. And one of those people, or rather two of them even, is two band members who are so talented. I'm talking about none other than Real and Tia. Everyone, let's give them a feel-good welcome, please. Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Amazing. Great. Jared, I'm going to start with you. Sure. As our general management. I need to ask because I feel like, you know, School of Rock, it's such a different concept. When did this all begin, especially with it being in Johannesburg and Cape Town? When did it open? And, you know, what even inspired it?
So Cape Town's been around for 10 years.
Yes.
We opened in November last year. So we are really new.
Babies.
But still babies, but we are growing so fast.
Love that.
Almost 100 students already.
Wow.
And continuing to grow daily. It's amazing.
That's incredible. And I mean, when we talk about the School of Rock, I know that you've got gifted kids there, you know, people who really just have a talent and a knack for music. But do you have to have skills before you come?
Not at all.
I
It's
love that.
all skill levels. There are so many things that you can gain besides the music education. The life skills, being in a band, overcoming those fears, getting on stage, performance aspect. So, yeah, it's any kind of skill level. We'll take the beginners.
So even if you're like me and you know nothing about music,
especially you, come.
Oh, yes, I'm so excited. I said I want to be playing covers on Instagram, guys, by like December. You know what I mean? I love that. And of course, you guys are already such superstars, Real and Tia. Speak to me. What do you guys love most about being able to play music? Let's start with you, Tia.
I love being able to play music because I grew up with music and like my whole family love music. So I just like love sharing my passion for music and playing music for people who also love music.
And
I love music.
And what do you play exactly?
I like the 90s type music, electric guitar, like.
So the Rock the 90s event is your vibe.
It's exactly my vibe. I'm so excited for it.
Oh man, I know we are as well. And Real, what about you, my lovely?
So I play the piano. I've been playing for like 9 years, and it's just something about being able to create the music and have other people listen and enjoy what you're doing is just like so special to me.
Yeah.
Like, it's just that opportunity that I can do something that people want to listen to and enjoy.
That's incredible. I love that. I've actually never thought about it like that. You know what I mean? Where you're almost depositing something into people. That's really beautiful. And Jared, something else that's going to be beautiful is this weekend, the Rock the 90s event. I mean, we've heard a little bit about it already, but you know, what else do we really just need to be cognitive of?
Yeah, I can't wait for it.
Yeah.
So, yes, I mean, tickets are all on sale. You can get it on Quicket. You can give us a call. You'll find it on our social media. And it's going to be at the Barnyard Theatre from 12 till 3, and that's this Saturday. And it's going to just be a rock explosion.
I love that. I'm so excited because I feel like, you know, when it comes to rock especially, they got to a point where I think we were all just so obsessed with the likes of Green Day and all of these guys. I know I was, guys. I was that girl.
We're playing it. It's going to be there.
You see, this is what I'm saying. This is my vibe even. But guys, talk to me about just when we talk about musicians and music, if you could collaborate with anyone in the whole entire world, who would you choose? Real, let's start with you.
Do they have to be living?
Yeah, no. Actually, let's take it into non-living as well. Let's make it interesting.
Because, oh, it's a good question.
Yes. It could be anybody.
Anybody?
Yeah.
Honestly, Beethoven.
Oh, wow.
All the way back.
That is amazing. Yeah. I love that. 5-year-old Beethoven or older Beethoven?
Older Beethoven.
Older Beethoven. Okay, when he has all
like
of
the Beethoven who was writing.
Yes.
Like the famous stuff today.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's incredible. I've never heard anyone say that answer. That's amazing. What about you, Tia?
I would love, love, love to like do anything with Billie Eilish.
Oh,
I love her so much.
I love that.
And Slash, the guitarist.
Yes.
But like mainly Billie Eilish. I'm so obsessed with her. She's
Actually,
wonderful.
you remind me of Billie Eilish.
Oh,
It's
that's
the blue
such a
eyes
big
and the
compliment.
blonde hair and the cap backwards. Am I wrong? No.
That's such a big compliment.
You
like
do.
my ego is thriving right now.
I love that. And guys, what are you most looking forward to in terms of this weekend?
This weekend,
Yeah.
just being able to play on a stage, like with an audience as a band.
Yes, that's beautiful. And you, Tia?
Exactly what he said. I'm so excited to just share our music and share how we play and like our bond, like our band bond on stage. I'm so excited for it. I can't wait.
That's so special, guys. I think that's something I'm picking up from all of you, is that you guys really enjoy just being the family that you are when it comes to being the School of Rock, which is amazing. I think it makes for really great artistry. But Jared, talk to us. When we, talk about even just the School of Rock as a whole, parting shot, what makes it so special?
So I would say the performance aspect and the fact that nobody else offers what we do.
Nice.
We've got our own patented app as well as our School of Rock method, the way in which we teach, our curriculum. It's just a fun way of learning music, and it works.
And here is the proof. I love it. Guys, thank you so much. I'm so excited for your event and all of the best with your beautiful future. Like I said earlier on to the other superstars, Grammy's loading. Okay. I love it for you guys. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
It is the School of Rock that is bringing you the Rock the 90s event happening this Saturday. And trust me, you do not want to miss out. There is no reason for you to do so. It's happening in Cape Town and Johannesburg, my friend. 2 times you are able to go out and have such an incredible time with the School of Rock family. And of course, you can get your tickets from 150 Rand on Quicket. Super easy peasy and so delicious. Right about now, I know that there's another rocker out there in the mother city who's so excited for this weekend. My Ryle, are you just having the time of your life this morning?
Right about now, having the absolute time of my life, and I can't believe that these superstars right here are ready. This is the moment where the School of Rock Claremont is standing by to blow us away. So Mzansi, put your hands together! It's go time!
Hi, we're School of Rock House Band, and we are going to be performing Carry On My Wayward Son by Kansas. Hope you enjoy. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. Once I rose above the noise and confusion, just to get a glimpse beyond this illusion. I was soaring ever higher, but I flew too high.
Though my eyes could see, I still was a blind man. Though my mind could think, I still was a madman. I hear the voices when I'm dreaming. I can hear them say, carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. Masquerading as a man with a reason. My charade is the event of the season. And if I claim to be a wise man, well, it surely means that I don't know. All assume me see your
Pick yourselves up off the floor, pick your jaws up. Absolutely love you. School of Rock, Claremont are rocking out. We're going to give them the stage for the rest of the show. In fact, they are amazing. And Joburg will be trying her hand in just a moment. We'll be connecting with the Parktown North crew and see if they can stand up to that. That was absolutely amazing. You can see the details for 2 stellar concerts, an entire day where you get to see the house bands performing on another level. Absolutely love that. Well, I think we need a moment, everyone, just to calm ourselves down. When we come back, we're going to chat insurance, and we're going to talk insurance with a difference, social impact where it's needed most. And then something really novel and cute in the kitchen. If you love croissants and you love your eggs, you're going to love our croissant egg boats. I have no idea what it is. In fact, that's the first time I've seen it, but it looks delicious, and we'll be making exactly that in just a moment. We'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. Yeah, we are still coming back down to earth. School of Rock Claremont just rocked out. Unbelievably talented, and we'll get another performance from them. But right now, I've got a question, because normally if we're going to report on someone getting naked out there on the South African streets or beaches, it's you. But this time, it's not you, it's Kyle.
There's a new owl in town, and that's Kyle, my bands, and he's doing something special. Insurance with a purpose. We're talking about Naked, which is rewriting the rules by integrating the act of giving into its business model. And instead of just providing insurance, Naked is using its leftover premiums to make a real impact in communities across South Africa. And Kyle takes us inside this game-changing approach. The only question is, do you think he got naked?
I think he's going to get naked.
It's fine.
I have a feeling. I have a feeling.
Naked Insurance is changing the way that we think about insurance providers, and it's not about claims or policies. It's about how we can drive a long-lasting impact for change. And today, my feel-good family, we are at the Constitutional Hill at the Celebrate Your Difference event, where we see how Naked is showcasing the way that business can shift opportunities for making this incredible change. So come along and take a closer look as we see how this is an absolute game changer for local causes, and how you, the consumer, can be part of this remarkable movement. Simari, the co-founder of Naked, and honestly the driver for the change of what you guys are doing within, I think, the country and also the global impact. Welcome to the Feel Good Show. Naked is making such a massive difference with Naked Difference. Tell me, why this business model, and also why this type of approach?
We believe that insurance is really needed for societies to grow and thrive. It's there to help us in hard times. However, if you look at the industry, it's got one of the worst reputations out there. And when we started Naked, it was very important for us to change that relationship that the customers have with their insurer. And we pinpointed the main reason for that as being insurers make more money if they pay less in claims. So we decided to cut that off. And we make money like a technology company. We charge a subscription fee for the service. The rest of the money goes into a pot. We pay claims out of that pot. At the end of the year, we don't take that money as profit. It actually goes to causes and communities that our customers choose, keeping us honest and making sure that the insurance does what it says it's supposed to do for our customers. So, yeah.
how has the Naked Difference directly impacted Cotlands?
Through our partnership and the funds that we've received from Naked, we've managed to reach all our children within our playgroups and our toy libraries, and we're very grateful for them. The Naked Difference we've got now for the last 3 or 4 years has really, really made a difference with our children.
3 different companies, from Khaleesi Foundation to Sealand to Tsepo Jeans, and coming together to showcase how social impact really drives their business.
When we started 10 years ago, a sustainable brand making products from upcycled waste material like old yacht sails and advertising banners and then selling it at a premium price, people laughed at us. You know, how can we pay this much money for a duffel bag that's made from waste? Everything we do as a business, we do differently. And I think it's summed up in our tagline, which is discover new paths. And that speaks to the adventurous side of our business as people we're a healthy, active outdoor brand. We live that lifestyle, but at the same time, it's our DNA of how we approach the way of doing business, and we do things differently. We want to not be seen as this is the way that you should do it and that's the way you must do it. That's the way that it's been done, but we're going to challenge that and do it in a unique way, which is more future-proof.
A lot of people are already trying to find ways that they can make it easy for consumers. Today I'm wearing a Rethread, which is a South African-owned company who remakes recycled outfits and stuff. So now as a consumer, I'm a lot more conscious about the decisions that I'm making, and where I can make small changes, I'm doing it.
A highlight that I can take away as an audience member from today's event is that there are people out there who really care about community, and I should also try and see where I can make a difference in my business as a content creator, you know, having a public platform where I can make small differences to make sure that I'm also trying to be more sustainable in what I do.
I always wanted to create something that's going to outlive me, something that I can gift to my kids. I wanted to leave an impact, you know, and the only thing I could do well was fashion. When I got into fashion, I asked myself a question, which platform do you want to tell your story? Denim and leather were the 2 fabrics that came up. These are fabrics that in the next 100 years, you can still collect a pair of jeans that we made in 2015. So for me, like, the biggest challenge when we started was convincing people to buy Tsepo. And I think it started with 1 denim at a time. Right. One of my mentors said to me, it's going to take you 15 years to become an overnight success. And, you know, looking where we are now, 10 years ago, and what we've achieved, it's truly amazing to be able to sit here and to share my story with you.
I had my notebook out. I think what really stood out to me, especially as somebody who's part of the instant gratification generation, is that it takes 15 years to become an overnight success. I think when we start anything as young people, we want to see the success tomorrow. But I think with the story that Tsepo shared as well as Jasper is that it's a journey, right? It's a journey. Tell your story, capture it beautifully, and one day you'll sit in your founder's chair and go, I did that.
What kind of causes are we directly impacting? And also, what does the selection process sort of look like for these causes?
We decide on who to put on based on what our customers also prefer. What we normally do is we don't want to spread our love too thinly, so we try and keep it no more than 15. If our customers don't select certain causes, we replace them with other causes, but we definitely try and support a wide variety of things that our customers believe in, and that is a crucial part of the community that they actually live in.
And as the event wraps up, what we've learned today is that the Naked Difference goes way far beyond today. And one thing that Naked has completely proved is that when there's a business that is trying to real good, lasting change can happen. And the best part is that you, as the consumer, get to support these brands that continuously change the country for the better.
Oh, I love that. It ain't no marketing line. They are walking the walk. The Naked Difference is proof that businesses can be a force for good, creating real impact. I absolutely love that. Where
Absolutely, man. This is where it matters indeed. And if you want to see how your everyday choices can help drive change, all you got to do is visit naked.insure, and that will get you all the insurance quotes that you need and prepped up for a great time wherever you are and whatever you are doing.
You were born to be naked, man.
Oh, thank you, man. Go get naked.
Tell me, what do you know about Naked?
I see a lot of billboards.
I got the best billboards, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
What do you mean about naked, bro?
I know you can get served online, quick, sharp, easy.
You go to their website.
No holding, no waiting time, no anything.
So I just spoke to Rose.
She asks you questions like a WhatsApp format.
Fill in basic details.
Literally not even 5 minutes.
And just like that, I have my coat.
I just got naked outside.
I got naked in the classroom.
Wow. You can get naked anywhere.
Anywhere.
Hey, we're all getting naked, okay? And this is why we always tell you about exactly where you need to be, which is why, my friend, I need to let you know that, hey, your tickets to exclusively a guaranteed 1 million rand daily lotto jackpot could be just a play away. But this is the thing. I need to give you those details so you do go and play and you don't miss out. My friend, this March could be your chance to make it rain on payday and beyond. I am talking about the fact that all you got to do is buy your ticket now in store or on nationallottery.co.za, the mobile app, cell phone banking, or simply dialing *120 *7529# for USSD. And just like that, you could be somebody who is having absolutely delicious cash in your pocket, my friend. We always tell you that we've got those details on our Expresso show pages. You can head on over to social media and get yourself that ticket. And, friend, hey, me, I want you to be a winner, which is why I say do the right thing. Panda Push Up Play Daily Lotto for the guaranteed 1 million rand jackpot today, and you could win a big payday. Play now, don't delay. And of course, we still want to get into a whole lot today here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, which is why I need to ask Graham, my lovely, what is still coming up?
Well, my friend, only in South Africa would you need an advanced defensive driving course. No, it's got nothing to do with the socio-economic standings. It's all about being as safe as you possibly can be on the road. And in her Suzuki, Kutle is going to be put through her paces. Cannot wait to see the results there. Then we are back in the kitchen with Nicholas, creating something truly special. Of course, we are chasing our fried fish and chips with an egg boat. Of course, that's what you do for breakfast. These look amazing, little croissant egg boats. We are taking it to a bougie level after this. ExpressoShow.com is where you can find the recipe and cook along.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, you beautiful souls. Welcome back, Mzansi. This is your feel-good breakfast show, opening up on S3 and helping you navigate all sorts of issues right here, and especially when it comes to busy city streets and all the crazy hazards that come with it, especially when we're talking about smart driving. It's something we need. It's all about staying sharp and in control, and I think we could all do with a little bit of that on the roads, right?
Oh, completely. But unless you've experienced it, you just don't know. You don't know what you don't know. And that's why we are shifting gears with Suzuki Auto SA and the Drive Smart campaign. It's brilliant. And our very own, very intrepid Kutle is stepping into the driver's seat right now to learn some expert defensive driving tips. So buckle up, let's hit the road.
We're shifting gears and diving into the world of advanced defensive driving with Suzuki Auto South Africa and the Drive Smart campaign. We're picking up expert tips, but also putting my skills to the test. And ultimately, we see how the Suzuki Swift makes every drive smarter and safer.
Suzuki's hardtech platform is a lightweight, high-rigidity vehicle chassis designed to improve safety, efficiency, and driving dynamics. It features a continuous frame structure with reduced joints and reinforcements, making the body stiffer and more impact absorbent. This enhances crash safety of a vehicle while also reducing the overall weight of the car, improves fuel efficiency and handling.
We are here for something absolutely important for all road users in South Africa, and tell us more about what advanced defensive driving is.
Advanced defensive driving course is a one-day full course that involves the theory, and then there's also an element where we do the pre-trip inspection and go out on the road, where you are now going to do commentary driving. You're going to talk us through what you see as a danger and what you're going to do to mitigate that danger. This is the car, the brand new, recently launched Suzuki Swift, one of the top sellers in the Suzuki range. Amazing little car. I always say it's our car with a heart of gold. As we approach a vehicle, as you know, we'll always do what is called a pre-trip inspection. Make sure the tires, the tread depth is more than 1 millimeter. Make sure there's no cracks or damages or bubbles on the wall. The nuts must all be in place, valve cap in place, and the air pressure must be correct. There should be no cracks on the windscreen, right? Especially not on a driver's side. The license disc must match registration plates and make sure the validity is still in place. And then in a car like this, like I said, it's all brand new, nothing ready to check. And then we can hop into the car. So when we get into the car, the first thing we do obviously is close the door. But what's not so obvious is to lock the door. Buckle up and make sure that all the occupants in the vehicle are buckled up as well. And remember, you're the captain of the ship, well, now you are in charge, all right? So you must buckle up and do a visual check to make sure the occupants are all buckled up as well, front and rear occupants. Because it's a new car and it's not my car, so I've just stepped into it. I'm going to adjust my seat while the vehicle is stationary. I'm going to adjust my mirror. On that side, this one is fine as well, and I'm going to also adjust the steering wheel. And then of course you're going to select the right gear. We're going to go out in first gear, and there we go.
I'm ready, let's go.
Let's do this.
Truly thrilling, and I feel confident and really excited about this course.
We're going to be entering the freeway. The freeway, by virtue of its definition, means it's a road that is free of obstructions, no junctions, no intersections, no sharp bends. Joining the freeway, this is the part where you start building up speed. This is called the on-ramp, otherwise also known as the acceleration lane. Now, the last thing you want to do is come to the end of this lane and then you slow down. You need to find an escape into the on lane by checking your mirror blind spot, and preparing yourself to merge and blend.
There are a number of techniques and tips that stood out for me, and they are absolutely helpful. But the biggest game changer was proper hazard perception and just defensive driving within itself.
You need to drive swiftly, safely, and confidently. You don't want to be the cause of a crash, because if something goes wrong here, it goes wrong in a big way. Start off by making sure we have what is called a common speed. Common speed meaning driving on the freeway very slow is as dangerous as driving very fast. When we are driving, you are employing two skill sets. The one is mental and the other is physical. The physical is using your hands and your feet for turning the wheel, changing gears, signaling. Now, that is the physical side of it. We're now introducing the mental side. The mental is all about focusing, observing, identifying hazards, and how to mitigate those hazards.
My biggest takeaway from this experience is the fact that defensive driving is all about conscious driving, being aware of yourself and your surroundings, being able to preempt what the next person might potentially do and make a decision as to how you can mitigate that situation.
So following distance between 3 and 4 seconds, let's calculate from here. When the white car in front passes the gantry now, 1001, 1002, 1003. That means we are 3 seconds away from the vehicle. If anything should happen, it gives you ample space and time to take whatever corrective action you need to take. Observe behind me, who's behind me, how far is he, how fast is he. Mirror, mirror, blind spot to the left, I signal and I exit the freeway.
Understanding how to anticipate other drivers' actions made me feel more comfortable, more in control, and proactive rather than reactive. It's gonna be a good drive. We're taking this experience to a whole new level.
All right.
There are moments during the test where I'm feeling extremely nervous, but I have to stay calm and push through it. My confidence has definitely changed for the better after practicing the techniques and being on the road. I feel way more in control and aware of my surroundings, which is extremely important. It's not just about driving anymore, it's about driving smart and safely. That was incredible.
Crucially, Adams, congratulations. Well done. You survived, and not just survived, but you thrived. Well done. You are definitely a road safety ambassador for the Drive Smart campaign.
Incredible.
That's
Thank
yours.
you so much for your guidance and also your patience on the road with me. Why did Drive Smart choose to partner up with Suzuki Auto South Africa on this campaign? I must say that you guys are making safe driving cool again, and I love it.
Suzuki was just the right brand because, for one thing, we identified they are among the top sellers of motor cars in South Africa. Number two, they're a young and very funky, trendy brand. They appeal to the first-time young entry-level buyers as well. And we seriously want to take this to every person out there. What's amazing is that they're not confining it to just people driving Suzuki vehicles. It's open to anybody, everybody, young and old, from the ages of 17 right up to, I'm told, 70. So there's room and hope for all of us.
Now remember, safe driving starts with awareness and the right skills. So stay sharp and stay safe. I'll see you on the road in the Suzuki Swift, of course.
The drive, the passion. Steer his path to destiny. It's a Swift.
Oh, Kutli, I want to say we're proud of you, girl, but I think you are more proud of yourself than anyone else. Absolutely love that. It's not just about yourself and keeping yourself and your own family or passengers safe, but other road users as well. Absolutely love that marker laid down for everybody's safety so you can, yes, then enjoy the ride so much more. Oh, well, all that driving and advanced driving has left me hungry. I think I need eggs in a boat, please, Mr. Dumone.
At your service. And of course, Nicholas is still here to do exactly that. We are going to do something that hopefully floats your boat, and you'll figure out what that pun is talking about in just a bit. But we've got delicious ingredients here for this one. And of course, lots of protein for you, G-Man, and myself, because we're absolutely lovers of it. So let's dive into this one, right? It's crispy on the outside, soft on the inside, and loaded with creamy, cheesy goodness. We're talking about croissant egg boats. You probably never heard that before, but let me tell you, this is going to be an ultimate breakfast upgrade, and it's thanks to New Laid's eggs. They are rich, satisfying, and full of flavor, and it makes it easy to create both intelligent and nutritious recipes. So let's do exactly that. Nicholas, you've ever had a boat before like this?
No, actually I haven't, but I'm keen to try it, and it's going to be amazing, I can tell.
Yeah, the closest thing for me is like a bunny chow.
Yes, it's actually like breakfast bunny chow.
Yeah, this is breakfast bunny chow with like private school essence to it. So let's put this recipe together, man. This is a simple one, right?
Yeah, so we're going to grab our eggs, 4 eggs.
Beautiful New Laid eggs.
And what you can do for me on this side, you're just going to cut the top off slightly. Just like that.
Oh, is this how we make the boat?
Yes, so you know the bunny chow style coming through, and then you just pull out the center so that we're going to stuff that later.
Okay, and what you're creating on the side there is what we're going to be stuffing it with. But let's talk about the eggs here, because the hero of all things is this one right here. It's farm fresh eggs. They provide a natural source of protein. So G-Man, I told you we got you sorted out there, and I think this is something that is ideal for every occasion and for every meal like we are doing here right now. So you're just going to use 2 eggs for this one?
4 eggs, actually.
4 eggs, okay. Right.
Yeah.
So let me grab the other 2 for you right now.
you.
And then we can put those away because thank you so much, Newland, coming through with some goodness, something through with the fact that, like, eggs are also being put on the health list again. I don't know if you've seen in the States, they've been having some interesting conversations about it. It used to be something that was advised on increasing your, like, cholesterol and pressure, etc. But they found that these are just good fats and it doesn't have such an impact on the cholesterol as we thought. If anything, it's actually a lot better. So it's the hero that we're talking about. It's eggs that we can increase in and give us all the nutrition we need. And whether it's baking, scrambling, or filling flaky croissants, I think New Laid eggs offer the perfect balance of freshness and flavor. And just a reminder, it's available in multiple sizes and pack options. And New Laid eggs offer convenience for households of all sizes. So Nicholas, what have we put together here so far?
So we've got our eggs in. We've got salt and pepper.
Nice.
Got some spring onion. Adding in some cream or milk. We're going to add in some cheese as well. And then I've got some ham or bacon here, but you can obviously use a protein of your choice. I mean, even if you've got leftover mince from the night before, you've got chicken or anything like that, you can literally throw that into this and
great idea. Listen, I'm getting distracted here and forgetting that I need to make these boats. So let me take these out along. And then essentially the cheese and all that stuff is the goodness that's going to go into these boats,
that's going to give it that cheesiness. And when you add it to the oven, it's going to melt. You know?
Oh my word. This is like kryptonite for me. The weakness is the goodness. And it's not only something that is ready for breakfast. Like we discussed, it's ticking the boxes of nutrition as well. So we're getting good protein in here. We're getting carbs from our croissant, good fats from the dairy and the cheese there as well. So we're ticking the macro boxes of nutrition too and having fun with it at that. So you mixing this up and just going wild with that one?
You just mix everything together. It's really, really simple. I mean, literally 5 minutes it comes together. And then you just need to bake it into the oven.
All right.
So just mix this together. And we're done already. We're ready to fill our pots.
Nice. Okay, so I'm clearly holding up the station here, but I've just finished my poats. Nicholas, I'm going to keep this for later. I'm sure we can use this,
Yes, you can actually, what you can do is, you could actually crumb that on the top, and or you can toast this in the oven. So it becomes like a crunchiness, because you know it's going to be a bit soft from the egg. So this gives it a bit of crunch on the top to give it some texture.
I love the sound of that.
So we can grab this.
Okay, so we've got the baking tray there, which these are going to be placed on.
Put your boats onto the tray. And now all you do is fill your boats.
Fill up your boats, and
take
again,
your spoon and just fill it up.
Like Nicholas said, whatever floats your boat when it comes to some of the internals of this. As long as you've got the egg and all the other good stuff, you can use leftover meat, ham, some bacon, anything that you prefer. Make it special. Make it
I mean, you could even add some chili here if you want some spice. It's
you see the little turbans coming out in you there. You can't deny our heritage. I think South Africans love heat. And I'm thinking, like, guys even throw like things like chakalaka, chilies, and all those sorts of things in their eggs. So this is really something that inspires us to get creative. You've provided us with a perfect base here, so beautifully done,
Awesome. I mean, even if you have some leftover braai meat from the night before with some chakalaka, you can throw that in.
Nicholas, now you're being naughty. Now you're being naughty, man.
You're creative.
I love this. Thank you so much for showing us how easy this is. G-Man's been staring at this the entire round since we started. You asked for protein, bro.
Yeah, no, I asked for a boat of protein specifically, and we have got exactly that. Absolutely love this. And, you know, I always approach it from Dad's perspective. Getting my kids to eat is like the great challenge, and you've got to kind of spice it up like this. I love this. You can make it with your kids. They can put their little favorite things in that they love. They can become invested in the outcome. It looks amazing. Absolutely brilliant. Well done, dude.
Awesome.
Hey, what a day Nick has had on the show. And of course, you can find all the recipes at expressoshow.com. And you can also find a massive rock out in just a moment. School of Rock Claremont are going to give us just a taste of their concert that they are putting on at the Barnyard Theatre at Tiger Valley this coming Saturday. That's the 15th. Quicket is where you can get your tickets. They start ridiculously low. They are unbelievably talented. If you've got a young musician in the family, or make them watch this, but make sure you get them there to be inspired. And then this one's going to be interesting for us. We're going to find out what those hidden signals are that we are giving off. What does your body language, your tone, the way that you carry yourself tell other people about you? I think we are in for a massive shock after this. We'll do a deep dive in just a moment. And yes, enjoy our Just Rewards. We'll see you right now. Those do look really good, dude. All right, I want you to brace yourself. In fact, if you had fallen over after the last performance, just stay there because you're going to be blown away once again. Another mind-blowing performance from School of Rock, Claremont. The stage is yours. Take it away.
Hi, we're the School of Rock Claremont House Band. Our next song is going to be Cult of Personality by Living Colour. We hope you enjoy.
is even happening out here, Mzansi? I don't know if you paid attention to that, but that was probably the coolest thing I ever saw. Mid that song being performed, the drummer lost one of the drumsticks. The singer picked it up, put it back in their hand, and you didn't even notice it. It sounded incredible, and that's what it's about. You got to get your tickets. You got to get in store for this. It is all about just a rocking good time. Now, we're going to carry on rocking the time away. It's just gone on the hour, and I think it's perfect time for official duty. So as you can see, Tiger Valley's up next. Those tickets are awaiting you. But for now, let's dive into our last round of official duties. Now, starting with national headlines, the Motor Industry Staff Association, MISA, is concerned about the rise in fatal bus accidents. Now, 14 people died and dozens were injured when a bus overturned on the R21 in Kempton Park on Tuesday. Now, additionally, 19 pupils were injured when a bus crashed into a truck at Wadeville yesterday morning. Now, MISA highlighted similar incidents in the Free State and KwaZulu-Natal, which claimed 10 and 8 lives respectively. Now, statistics showed 323 fatal bus accidents across the country over the past 5 years. Well, next up, about 14 people were murdered daily in the Eastern Cape over 6 months. Now, this according to provincial crime statistics for 2024-2025. Now, the statistics were released by Community Safety MEC Oliwe Ngata at St. Albans Correctional Facility yesterday. And a total of 2,615 murders were recorded. Now, 1,315 in the second quarter and 1,300 in the third. Now, 5 Nelson Mandela Bay police stations ranked among the top 10 for contact crimes in the country. And Buffalo City has now joined other major South African metros on the list of the world's most violent cities. Well, moving on to international headlines, and the Lilongwe Magistrates Court in Malawi has ruled that fugitives Prophet Shepherd Bushiri and his wife Mary must be extradited to South Africa to face charges of fraud, money laundering, and corruption. Now, Chief Resident Magistrate Judge Patrick Chirwa made the ruling yesterday, and the South African government has been informed that the couple intends to appeal the decision. Now, if they do not appeal, the Department of Justice will await formal notification from Malawi's central authority. Now, Bushiri and his wife fled South Africa in 2020 after failing to comply with bail conditions. Now, next up, the Kremlin said it is awaiting details from Washington, and this is regarding a proposed 30-day ceasefire in Ukraine before responding. And this while U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio hoped a deal would be reached soon. Now, following ongoing talks between White House officials and their Russian counterparts, the U.S. agreed to resume arms supplies and intelligence, and this is sharing it with the Ukraine. Now, meanwhile, President Vladimir Putin visited Russia's Kursk region, emphasizing Russian success after Ukrainian troops captured part of its last year and confirmed the capture of 5 more villages in the region. Now, lastly, something to definitely celebrate. At 108 years old, Shitsui Haikoshi has snipped her way into history as the world's oldest female barber. Now, born in 1916, more than a century ago, she set off to Tokyo at just 14 years of age to chase her dream, scissors in hand. And by 18 years old, she was already a sought-after barber. Now, life threw its challenges, and she lost her husband in war, and her salon was destroyed in the bombings. But Shitsui never gave up. She rebuilt, opening her current shop in 1953, and she is still at it. And you want to know a secret? Well, it's the 3 nevers. Never hold a grudge, never be jealous, and never fight. And as she is now a Guinness record holder, she is definite proof that passion and a great haircut can never go out of style. And yes, of course, age is definitely but a number. Well, incredible stuff indeed. And we'll keep the incredible going right now with G-Man and a last round of all things sport.
Oh, my friend, you left out one of the nevers there. Never let it go to penalties. Let's start with that in the UEFA Champions League. Marco Asensio continued where he left off, securing 2 goals, in fact, as Aston Villa defeated a 10-man Club Brugge 3-0, securing a Champions League quarter-final showdown with his old club, Paris Saint-Germain. So the Spanish forward has now netted 7 goals since his January loan from PSG. Meanwhile, Real Madrid edged past their longtime rivals Atletico Madrid 4-2 on penalties. That was after the were all level on aggregate after full time, and they are now through to the last 8. Now let's look at a broader footballing perspective as Patrice Motsepe has secured a second term as Confederation of African Football president. That was after being re-elected unopposed at the CAF Congress in Cairo. So the Mamelodi Sundowns boss first took office in 2021 and has been hugely successful, so congratulations there. Then, of course, from the Cameroon's perspective, Samuel Eto'o is in. He is part of the CAF Executive Committee, and that was just days after a successful appeal to stand for election. So great to still see his voice being represented. Now we turn to cricket, and sadly, Ireland have scrapped its planned multi-format series up against Afghanistan in August due to financial constraints, though a reschedule for 2025 still is on the cards. So the decision aligns with Cricket Ireland's budget management strategy for now, the bottom line. Meanwhile, Ireland will be hosting the West Indies for 6 limited overs matches, and that's in May and June, followed by a 3-match T20 series up against England in September. Now, speaking of which, let's look at the English rugby connection and turn to the Six Nations. Marcus Smith has been restored at fullback for England's Six Nations clash up against Wales, with Elliot Daly now shifting to centre. And that's with the absence of Ollie Lawrence. And then Tom Rubach, he earns his first test start out on the wing. Now, England sit 1 point behind leaders France and must secure a bonus point win, while hoping that Scotland can pull off a minor miracle, beating France if England want to claim that trophy. So it's still a possibility. We love those kind of permutations in sports, and that's where we leave it. Let's catch up on the roads.
Let's catch up on the roads indeed, my friend. We have so much happening, and we want you to please make sure excuse me, that you stay safe. In Johannesburg Fourways, traffic lights are offline at multiple locations, including Winnie Mandela Drive, Sloane Street and Witkoppen. Please make sure that you stay alert over there and adhere to the rules of the road. It does look like it's going to be a slow morning in Gauteng. Then, keeping it there, there's still a station vehicle on the N1 southbound after Botha Avenue, resulting in a right lane closure. So please do rather approach with caution. Then in the mother city, Milnerton, back-to-back traffic is being experienced along the N7 southbound at Bosmansdam. There is, of course, reason for you to please make sure that you follow a safe following distance, and more than anything else, buckle up and arrive alive. We want you to get to where you're going in one piece. For now, let's check out what's happening with the weather. KZN, unfortunately, is in fact under storm attack, with the SA Weather Service issuing multiple warnings. An orange level 6 warning is in effect for southeastern KZN, bringing disruptive rain, flooding and mudslides. A yellow level 4 warning covers most of the province except the southeast, which is under a yellow level 2 warning. The same warning applies to parts of the Northern Cape, Free State, Northwest, Gauteng, Limpopo, as well as Mpumalanga. Severe winds and dangerous waves are expected between Saldanha Bay and Mazeppa Bay, while fire danger remains high in the Northern Cape and Northwest and Western Cape. We always like to make sure that we keep you up to date with that, so you can take caution where need be. With that being said, friend, that sunrise view, my goodness. This one coming through from Nancy from Pennington. I love this. 28 degrees Celsius is what you can expect today, Nancy, and we can expect just fire from this beautiful picture that you've sent through. I don't know why, but it's giving me almost like LA vibes. It's the big palm trees and just the beautiful sky. It almost feels like we're even outside of the country. Thank you so much, Nancy. I can see already that Pennington is going to be on fire today in the best way possible, and your picture is absolutely stunning. Zanzi, we always want to see what you're waking up to. Right now, though, let's see what you can expect for the rest of the day with your temperatures.
Beautifully hot outdoors, but right now we want to have an inward focus. Okay, now I'm freaking out completely. I'm wondering what kind of signals I'm giving off that I don't even know about. And we work in the space of communication.
I can judge you right now, bro. You look a bit nervous, actually.
Confident.
Eh?
I'm very, very nervous right now. Now we're going to bring in the experts to talk exactly that. What vibe you are giving, what your kind of body language, the tone, what messages you are sending to the people you're engaging with. And as I said earlier, I think this is going to be an eye-opener.
It is going to be an eye-opener indeed. And if you're looking outside, it's getting a little bit chilly, so why not elevate your wardrobe? And we talk about your winter wardrobe, and that's with Woolworths. They're coming through, going to dress us to the nines, and maybe one of us might even get a little bit more elevated. We're looking good already, but it's going to get better. Don't go anywhere.
I want to do it.
Okay, fine, Phil.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. Thank you so much for joining us. I think you can see how excited I am about broaching this next topic because it plays a major part in my job, in everyday interactions. We have a truly fascinating guest with us today, Dr. Lizelle Grobler, a globally recognized expert in forensic interrogations, facial profiling, and mind mastery. Now you're listening. She is a forensic psychophysiologist, profiler and mentalist, okay, and we'll get definitions after this, who has dedicated her entire career to helping individuals and businesses decode human behavior where it matters most, to detect deception and gain a competitive edge. From law enforcement to corporate boardrooms, her insights have helped countless professionals make informed, strategic decisions. So let's find out a little bit more. I love it. With a career like yours that is so hyper-specialized, it is very difficult to give a preamble or an intro. But how would you, and then some, but how would you describe what you do? Can you put it in layman's terms?
I catch criminals for a living.
Boom.
I think that's the that's the easiest way to.
I absolutely love the idea, because I think clearly there are techniques that cross over into other spaces.
Yes.
So what led you to this path? Were you always just picking up on dodgy people and reading those signals? How did you find yourself here?
Always interested in people. So I studied forensic psychology. Then I went into just the normal career world, and yeah, just intrigued by why people do what they do. And then I started studying, and I just never stopped, I think. So love it. Yeah, so everything about human behavior, it just intrigued me.
And I'm a people watcher as well.
Yeah.
I can just sit and watch strangers go about their days. But then, of course, when you're having engagements with people, it takes on a very different significance, certainly within law and order. So let's start with that, the harder edge of what you do. How would you be called into action, and how does your role play out in the criminal space?
Okay, so we specifically brought in to take out the informant, because in every situation, especially if you look at corporate crime, armed robberies, things like that, anti-poaching, rhino poaching, there's always an inside man. They need help. So that's my job, is to take out the inside man, to see who it is. So by testing, polygraph testing, interrogation, whatever it takes.
And is there always an inside man?
90% of the time,
Sure.
I would say. It's very difficult to do these types of things with no information.
For sure,
Yeah.
and it's those grey areas, and I think
Yeah.
that's a focus area in South Africa. Do you spot liars everywhere now? Is this something that you can turn off?
No, I remember when we did it, so
Yeah.
I don't. Also, in an interrogation, if I see you lying to me, I'm not gonna call you on it, because then you're worried. So
then
I'm
your
gonna leave
behaviour's
you.
gonna change.
Yeah, because the more I leave you, the more you're gonna say, the more rope you give him to hang himself. So no, we speak very little actually, and we listen a lot.
Oh, just
Yeah.
and as someone who speaks a lot, I can understand that
Yeah.
dynamic exactly.
Yeah.
So what are we looking for? Let's talk about identifying those key behavioral traits when someone is lying to
So
us.
first, most important thing, you have to have a baseline.
Okay.
So I have to speak to you just about normal things because I need to see your behavior. Let's say I talk with my hands a lot. So I do talk with my hands a lot. So the moment my body goes into fight or flight, I will maybe stop talking with
That'll
them.
be
So
inhibited, okay.
anything that's off from your baseline. Second thing is cluster. I'm not going to say if you touch your nose, you're lying. It's not that easy. You have to look at 2, 3, 4 things that you are doing before I can say, okay, you're doing this, you're doing that,
There's
you're
a
doing this.
pattern there
There's a
now.
pattern, but you look for many things. My shoulder's twitching and now I'm lying. It's not that easy. So you look at a lot of things. So there's specifics that we look for.
Looking up to the left, looking down to the right, there's so many urban legends
No,
about
it's
that.
not. Actually, it's not an urban legend. That's NLP, so neuro-linguistic programming. So all that is let's say I think that you were not a witness you were paid to be a witness, but you didn't see the accident or whatever. So all that tells me is where you are accessing your information. Are you getting it from imagination or from memory?
Which hemisphere?
So I can see depending on which side but it depends if you're right-handed or
Or
left-handed.
left-handed.
And then you get ambidextrous people. I've had ones in my life, but I did catch them.
My wife's ambidextrous now. I'm
Yeah,
nervous, man.
so-
I'm nervous. I love that. Do your friends
Yeah.
ever let you play poker with them? No.
Well, we played about 2 weeks ago, and my husband was not impressed with me. He said, I don't know the game, but I read the people, so I always win.
That's
but I
the
don't-
game, baby. That's the game. I love that.
I'll ask, like, who's winning? Is this good?
Which makes it 100 times more irritating, I can guarantee that.
Yeah.
I mean, we can joke about it now because that's kind of human nature, but this is high stakes. When you've got to step in at high-level corporates, any criminal situation, the impact of your work, have any cases stood out or anything that's really left its mark with you?
Sure, no, there's been too many. The only thing I can say is what we found in our careers is that I would say 60 to 70% of the time it's the person that you trust most.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately. And I've had so many, too, that it stands out that we've been chased off a property because the owner does not believe me. And both those times that person was caught red-handed.
Oh,
but
wow.
they get angry with us because they don't believe us.
I suppose it's the only control they can have in a moment like that is just
Yeah,
to react.
so we just tell you as it is. I don't have a connection with that person. You do. So I see a lot that you're not going to see.
I wish people could see into your eyes as you talk to me because there is a level of intent and focus here, which I would imagine is very, very intimidating. How do we become you? Where do we start? Okay, so we need a baseline. I get the
Yeah.
technique, but in our day-to-day, what should we try to foster within ourselves?
Well, I do teach people. So I teach basic body language. So what to look for. Eye flutter. Normal, let's say for instance, blink rate. 16 blink rates per minute, that's normal. So anytime it's going over that, there's so many things you can look for. So I can teach you the basics. And then facial profiling, amazing. I teach you to profile the personality. That can be taught in a very...
Wow.
So we do corporate training where we teach that. And then mind mastery, it's all one package. It's a big package.
It's different sides
Yeah.
of the same coin, I suppose, yeah.
Your mind is so powerful. So for you to, for instance, be able to fight with your mind and not with your body. We teach women self-defense as well. But your mind, oh my word, you do a lot with that.
I know exactly what you mean, because watching the progression within martial arts structures of how often fighting or violence isn't needed once a martial artist has achieved a certain level of strength within their mind.
Yeah.
I get that. The hilarious thing is watching everyone in the studio just suddenly adjust where they're looking, how they're moving, their tics, their shoulders. Yep, that's the bottom line. You can pick up these signals and you can teach yourself to read them on this level. Maybe not quite on this level, but we're going to continue with an incredible discovery and deep dive into what those signals are. Someone might be lying or duplicitous. You can read them like a book.
Oh, what a powerful conversation. Mzansi, let me just remind you right now, I am not going to lie to you about the following. I want you to do this and get your tickets to a guaranteed 1 million rand in daily lotto jackpots, and it could be yours if you play away this Thursday, and this is not a lie by any means. So don't get left behind. Play now for your chance to make it rain lots of cash this March. So how do we do it? It's really simple. You can buy tickets now in store. There's the nationallottery.co.za website, the mobile app, you got cell phone banking, or you can simply dial *120 *7529 hash and then follow the USSDs. It's that simple. And we made it even easier by putting all these details on our Expresso social media pages, so you can go check it out right now and panda, push out, play the Daily Lotto for a guaranteed 1 million rand in jackpots today. And that means you could be winning big, but only if you play now. And let me tell you, there's so much to look forward to. Not only getting those millions in your pockets, but right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, this conversation needs to continue. We're going to try and discern between fact and fiction and find out how to put this mastermind to the test. And speaking of a mastermind, we've got one coming through when it comes to the wardrobe as well. Woolworths are essentially elevating our winter wardrobe, and I couldn't be more excited. So don't go anywhere. We've got a lot to look forward to just around the corner. See you soon.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back. We are taking a mind-bending trip into the mind. Time to see mind mastering in action. And Dr. Lizelle Grobler is going to demonstrate in some parts some of her techniques on, hopefully me, from decoding micro expressions to influencing thoughts and behaviors. We, I think, have now found how powerful the mind actually is and how powerful these skills of mastery can be. So, Dr. Grobler, I know it's quite difficult in this kind of setting, but is there a way that we can kind of demonstrate just how powerful the mind can be? A little taste of what you do.
Okay, can we do two things?
Okay.
Can you touch your toes?
Can I touch my toes?
Yeah,
Yes, I
standing.
can. I can do that.
Oh, no. Who cannot?
Who here can't touch their toes? Can anyone not touch their toes? Bianca is going to be the person. Bianca will be joining us. I'm going to ask her if they can put a microphone on Bianca very quickly. I like the way she just jumped at that. Normally when people ask, can anyone do anything physical here, people hide because they know what's going to happen. Okay, cool. So give us a bit of a preamble here. What are you going to be doing?
So what we're going to do is we're going to show you that how you can, your mind can override your physical limits. So if I cannot touch my toes, I'm going to speak her through it and see how.
Oh, I love that. I absolutely love that. She's quite active. She runs
and maybe
a lot.
If she can help you, because I need a male and a female for the second one.
Okay. I'm ready. I'm ready to do this. If I'm going to improve myself in any way, shape or form, I'm going to absolutely do that. Is this the case for everything? Because it feels like quite a simplistic solution that the mind is just stronger than the body, or is there a threshold?
No. People don't realize how powerful visualization is. You can do anything. You can literally make yourself 4 times stronger immediately, or 4 times heavier.
Wow.
So in our training, we don't have the time today, but we will, if I had a minute with her, I could explain to her how to make herself 4 times heavier that you cannot lift her, where you just could. So your mind is so powerful. There's so many things.
Well, let's see just how powerful it is. Now, Bianca is quite a rigid person, okay? And I mean that physically, not emotionally. Thank you so much, Dr. Grobler. This is one of our absolute favorites, B.
Hello.
So you were quite brave there, saying you can't touch your toes.
I was just interacting. I didn't realize this was going to be.
Exactly. Have you not learned?
No.
Have you not learned not to throw yourself under the bus? Okay. So go for it. Take us through.
We're gonna stand up.
Okay.
So I'm gonna
join you
ask
standing then.
Okay, but join her because
Okay.
you're also gonna be going
Thank
further.
you.
So I want you guys to go down and make a mark of what your physical limit is. This is how far you can go. So go down, make your mark so you know where.
Okay.
Oh, look at this one now. Oh, really?
I do have short
okay.
legs though.
Okay, you can come up.
Thank you.
Okay, so I want you to close your eyes. Take a
Okay.
deep breath in, deep breath out. And visualize how you put your hands flat on the floor, flat on the floor, flat. You can go further, further, further. Muscles can relax more, more, and more. Hands flat on the floor. Just see the picture in your mind. I want you to open your eyes. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Take your hands like this. Put it between your legs and push. Press your... Okay. Come up. And now do it again. Say where you're going now.
Down to the floor.
Yeah, see if you can go further.
Come on. Oh, there we go.
You got a touch.
Wow.
Okay, so just that little extra. Okay. So now I hope you're not too stressed, that you don't have a lot
I'm
of
just
adrenaline.
very tight.
I want you to hold your hands like that, just you.
Okay.
And I want you to test her strength. So stand here
I kind of know her
and
strength, so I'm a
see
bit
if you
nervous.
can pull her hands apart.
Okay.
You should be able to just
Gee
feel
whiz. She is very strong, eh?
She's strong because she's stressed. Okay, but I see you can. Okay, so I'm going to
That's her
quickly
stress
just
laughter.
whisper in it. Yes.
Sure.
I want you to visualize how your whole
I want to know what she's saying right now. You turn the microphone. Where's that?
Your tongue and your palate.
I know, but I can't hear.
See the picture. Press your
Love
tongue
this when the
into your
viewers get to
palate,
hear
open
something
your
that I
lips and
don't.
plant
Eh?
yourself.
Sneaky.
Okay.
Okay.
So test her strength first without centering, and then we're going to test it with centering. So first without.
Okay. Tell me if I'm going to hurt your arms. There you go. Okay.
Just hold it.
Nice
Okay.
and tight.
Okay. So I want you to center quickly. Just feel the difference.
Sure. Come on. Ryle, can I get a hand here, boy? Yo. I'm actually going to hurt my hands or hurt your arms if I have to push any harder. That feel.
Sounds good.
I can see in your eyes. I absolutely love that. Well, seeing as Bianca's here, she can take the advice on board. Why do this for ourselves? Why train our brain?
Sure. Firstly, if you train your brain, you activate your midbrain again, which gets deactivated as a child of 7. So there, your intuition becomes stronger. If you understand how this works, you will start using your intuition like you thought was not possible. In a situation, let's say she was hijacked and she was tied. Okay. So after a while, the adrenaline goes down. She's been tied up for 3 hours. The adrenaline has gone down. Now she wants to activate it. How do you activate on demand? Okay, so we teach women to break everything. Cable ties, duct tape, rope, you can get out of anything. but now she needs it on demand. So just by using these techniques and centering her body, she will activate adrenaline. She's 4 times stronger and she can break.
And then we must be scared. I've always thought that you were probably closer to becoming a superhero than anyone else in the studio. I
Now I have
absolutely
the
love
key.
that. Exactly. Now, how did that feel?
Yeah, that felt great. And the difference, you could
feel it.
You could definitely feel the difference.
In all of like 5 seconds of
Afterwards, she
preparation.
can show you how, and you can arm wrestle and see the difference.
Oh, I'm coming for you. I'm not going to arm wrestle you. I'm going to definitely not make that mistake. I absolutely love it, Doc. Thank you so much. You are amazing at what you do. If you'd like to learn a little bit more, send some questions through. Our social media team will make the connections, but there are clearly messages being sent out and received that we didn't even know about, but it's all locked in there. And I think we often call it intuition, but there's a way that you can learn to master those skills.
Oh, I think that definitely piqued everybody's interest right now, especially when we're talking about capitalizing and mastering our mind, something that I think all of us are excited about. Another thing I think we're excited about is the change of the season, right? And a lot of us wanting to elevate ourselves, but have you ever wondered, what's that key to effortless winter style? Well, don't worry, we got stylist Taryn Oppel in the building here to introduce us to a well-made timeless piece or pieces that will last for a season to come. Taryn, very excited. Yeah, what an intro, and very excited for this because I love the colors I'm seeing here. It's reminding me of being out in nature, in the forest, in the woods.
Yes.
It's cold, it's misty, it's beautiful. I love it.
You painted a great picture.
Is that the vibe?
So spot on.
So
spot on.
talk to me about, we're talking about autumn, right? I can't believe time is moving so fast.
Are we excited about the cold? I am. I love layering. I love jackets. I love knitwear. So this really does excite me. But yes, autumn, it's like that transitional period. So we aren't too heavy on the layers just yet. So I'm going to take you through some pieces that can see you through to winter and also play along with your winter items as well.
I love that because also layering means that you can like use different combinations of the same outfit to create different looks as well.
And you know I love that.
Yeah, okay, all right. I'm excited enough. Let's bring it on.
Cool.
What do you got?
So we're going to start with men. Honestly, this is no secret, one of my favorite colors. It's a neutral. It is not a trendy color. It is something that's forever. This is a great piece. It's an all year round piece as well, the poplin shirt. So that's a really key item to layer. I mean, you've layered your shirt under your lightweight knit.
The color for me especially because it's something that you can use and wear with a puffer underneath a jacket, underneath a smart jacket.
Yes.
Layering, like you just mentioned.
I know,
So
and like I said, it's a neutral,
staple.
so it works with a vast amount
Everything
of colors.
almost,
Then we've got the coach jacket, which is really great. If you feel it, it is quite lightweight. It's a great
Shacket
layering
feels?
piece. It's giving shacket feels, absolutely. I mean, it's got some utilitarian details in the pockets, so that is a definite pick for me. And then, of course, we've got your sleeveless puffer. So this is a really nice one.
This is cool.
This color block style is really great.
I don't know.
And of course, because it's sleeveless, it's not too bulky, it's not too warm just yet, so you can layer that over your poplin shirt, over a knit. I mean, I love the knit you're wearing as well.
Thank you, and it's a perfect balance. I don't know if Mzansi was paying attention, but that was what I think G-Man was wearing yesterday. And it got great reviews about it as well.
There you go.
You look good at it.
And then, of course, you got your lightweight pullovers as well. The stripe is super classic. I love this combination of navy and green. And then you can't go wrong with a classic chino.
Absolutely.
This is also a really great color, but of course it comes in various colors. Camel, like the taupe one you're wearing as well. I mean, you're doing the whole like color of the year thing.
Thank you. I feel good in these colors. It's like, I'm calling it like chocolate loving. You know, it's just giving you that comfort and warmth of chocolate.
I like
the browns
that.
and the
I mean,
neutrals. And
in
again,
the women's side as well.
And this is what I wanted to talk about as well, because the women are not being disappointed here. This is a beautiful combination.
So this chino is like Woolworths bread and butter. They've had this for years and it does so well. I'm actually wearing the wide leg version of this. This is the regular fit.
Yeah.
It comes with this belt, but you can switch up your belt and do a different shade. And then of course the lightweight knit that's on the side of the men as well. The details, the buttons, really, really nice, really soft. And then another key essential is your fleece. So this is also a really great tone. It sort of works with everything. It's your lounging around at home. I mean, you can grab your little mule and your trackie.
Good night in right there.
You know, run a little errand in those.
Yeah.
So that's your fleece. And then the classic cardigan in a stripe. Very cool. This also comes in a variety of colors as well, but this is also a really great staple, whether it's thrown over your shoulder or just, you know, fold it up and put in your bag, and if it gets a little bit more chilly, layer up. So those are some of the essentials or key pieces.
Yeah, I like what I'm noticing as well, is because if you look back at the past and past fashion pieces, these are literal staples, because I thought stripes were seasonal. But they have never gone out of fashion. I cannot remember a time when stripes haven't been a part of a fashion sort of style and nuance.
It's an absolute classic.
Yeah.
And what's great about these pieces that I've just gone through is you can mix and match those and rotate them, and that's what you want to look for, you know, good value for money.
Have you done anything to show off how you exactly mix and match? You got some models for us?
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to bring Megan out.
Okay.
A lovely Megan.
Nicely done.
So, can we just have a moment for those boots? I think this is where styling comes into play. So she's got a really great knit, a ribbed knit, like a boat neck shape. The color is beautiful, paired with a midi denim skirt. So denim is also something that's forever, but you know, we can switch out the jeans for a skirt version and then pop on something a little bit more trendy and a little bit more statement like her boots. But she could also layer, because that's what that transitional period is all about.
It's slightly just got a little bit cooler in the day. What do we do? Are we gonna just chill out?
She can throw on a really nice scarf and put this trench on, so this beautiful classic neutral green, that forest that you were talking about. Just adding something like this and adding some color really does allow the outfit to pop, but she's also a little bit warmer.
It's completely changed the entire look, to be very honest with you, but yet still adding to the elevation of it. I love what you've done
and if
here.
there's one trench you get, it's, please, like green is such a great shade. I mean, everyone runs for the camels, which is also beautiful, but that just makes a whole other statement for me.
What do you got for the gents?
We've got
Look at this dapper lad out here.
So he's wearing the chino, same like you, but we've paired it with a little bit of a retro style tonal sneaker, which is really great. We have to talk about the half zip fleece. This also comes in a variety of colors. It's just a great layering piece. So he's got the long sleeve tee underneath, because obviously in summer we talk about those short sleeve essentials. I also have my long sleeve tee on today. So those are things that you can sort of add to your wardrobe and sort of layer. Do you feel like someone's hugging you? Okay, well I'm gonna give you an extra little bit of loving, Graham, because
I love the bomber.
Can layer this up as well.
Thank you kindly.
And when you think G-Man can't get any cooler, look what Taryn done did.
You know, so you could pop that over your shirt, like I mentioned, your long sleeve tee, a lightweight knit, but also your fleece. So it is a really versatile piece as well, and then just ties everything together.
It is brilliant.
One last twirl.
Look,
thank you, Graham.
And I can see G-Man watching the kids' games, going out on an adventure, just taking the family out. That's going to work no matter what. I think the layers are what's a win. And every item here is essentially, to me, a staple. You've got to have all of them. And I think if you do, you have a plethora of options to get through when it comes to the different wardrobe options.
That's the plan.
Thank you, Taryn. Autumn has never looked this good. And I think that's thanks to you and, of course, Woolworths too. So you, Mzansi, have every reason to do exactly that. Shop your must-have winter essentials at Woolworths. It's available in-store, online, and, of course, on the app. What are you waiting for? Now, these look good. I got to say, I love everything about it, and I love the fact that there's still so much to look forward to right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Listen, right now is when I need you to get ready, because G. Washington is in the building, Mzansi. And honestly and truly, I do believe that we are going to be entertained, not only by what he's going to be doing when it comes to his performance, but we're also actually going to be finding out about the Ama Afro event, the event you never knew you needed in your life, honey. Right about now, we're jumping on into a little bit of an ad break, but we'll be back after this.
Win a Toyota Corolla Cross 1.8 XS Hybrid with Plascon's 2025 Hybridity Color Forecast Competition. Spend 500 Rand or more on any Plascon products. WhatsApp your receipt name and ID to this number. T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You are indeed on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, where we are making sure you feel good. And one way you can do that is by making sure that you are part of the Ama Afro event that is going to be happening. G. Washington is a king who is not just a DJ, but he's also a producer. And his music is actually not 100% of South African origin, but honey, it has that African flavor that you know we all love and the whole entire world actually loves. Now, he's going to be infusing Amapiano along with Afro House and bringing it together in this beautiful event that's going to be coming up. And he's here to tell us all about it. But I need to tell you one thing about this king. Not only is he musically gifted, he's also one with the education. And he's actually got, listen to this, a BA in International Relations and Political Science from Wits University. What? Everyone, please can we give this king a beautiful feel-good welcome.
Thank you.
G. Washington, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. And how are you?
I'm amazing, thank you. How, my brother. Music this side, you're eating European tours. Then you also have the education. I love that you're an all-rounder.
Yeah.
And of course, it takes time to get to that point, right? Because it always starts somewhere.
Yeah.
Speak to us. Where did your passion for music actually start?
Well, I started collecting music back in the years and then started my DJing career in 2007.
Oh, wow.
Then became a producer in 2010.
Yeah.
And then 2012 started my career as a promoter. So I've been doing events from 2012 to date.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah.
so crazy. And you still love it?
Oh, too much, eh?
I mean, I've heard it's the most stressful thing in the world.
Yeah, it is, but very, very interesting, you know.
High risk, high reward.
Yeah.
I love that.
The pressures, ups and downs.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Something, though, that also comes with pressure is finishing an entire qualification. My brother, talk to us about this. Your BA in Political Sciences as well as International Relations. What inspired you to go down that route?
My uncle actually encouraged me. He's a diplomat.
Aww.
Yeah, so when I was in matric, you know, we were not privileged to get your career guidances and stuff. So he said to me, hey, explore this option and what's so on. So when I started the course at Wits,
Yeah.
it was a bit tricky, but started understanding, and then, yeah.
Yeah, and look at you now. You got the qualification.
Yeah,
and
it's in the bag, yeah.
I love that he said it would help you out. And now you're being a diplomat in music.
In music.
You're going and having European tours and everything like that.
Yeah,
I mean, do you feel like it has helped you to have that qualification?
Yeah, it has with a lot of things, eh? The thinking, you know, the professionalism as well. So yeah,
Yeah.
it has helped me a lot.
I love that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the music, though, because, of course, that is your first love.
Yeah.
Talk to us about your sound particularly. You know,
Yeah.
what is it about it that made you decide to go in that direction? And if you were to describe it to someone, what would you say it is exactly?
So there's house music, and within house music, I feel like I specialize in Afro house.
Yes.
So Afro house, you know, it's like bringing the African feel, the African culture into the beats using drums and vocals.
Yes.
You know, so for me, it's more of a spiritual thing. It connects me with my grounds, my roots. So I just fell in love with it, and I was like, this is the journey that I'm taking, you know, within the house music space.
That's beautiful. And why is it so important for you as well to make sure that you always keep, you know, to that lovely recipe of having the African sounds through? So, of course, you said, you know, you feel like it connects you to your roots.
Yeah.
But why is it also just important for you to always have it a part of each and every one of your songs?
It gives you identity. Yeah, you know, it gives you identity. So, which is important. Whoever that books me, whether it's local or international, they book me because of house music. I mean, the Afro sound.
Beautiful. And of course, you're getting international bookings, darling. I mean, you just came back from a European tour.
Yeah.
How did that come about and how was it?
It was great. I started the traveling journey last year, so which opens a couple of doors.
Yeah.
So one of the promoters from last year was like, hey, man, in Italy, we have this snow season where it's our busy season during that time, you know. So come through February and then come and explore. And the minute other promoters saw that I'll be coming, then they started putting in their bookings as well.
Really?
Yeah. So I then played at one of the best Afro House events, which is called The Descendants.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a beautiful experience.
That's incredible. I'm proud of you, G. Washington. You're taking South Africa across the world, just like we keep saying. I mean, it's not just Amapiano to the world, it's Afro House to the world as well. And now you're bringing them together in this beautiful event of yours, Ama Afro.
Yeah.
Please, what are the details we need to know about it, and what can we expect when we come and enjoy with you?
Okay, the event is taking place on the 22nd of March at Truth, also known as Temple.
Yes.
So the idea behind the event is to bring the two genres together. So Amapiano and Afro House are now dominating the world. If you look at most of the Amapiano artists, they're headlining big festivals like your Afro Nations and stuff. And you find on the other side, the Afro House guys are headlining big events like your Tomorrowlands and so on.
Yes.
So I was like, you know what? It seems like the South African sound is taking over the world. So it's best to start something where we bring everything together. So we're going to have 2 floors where it's going to be the Amapiano and the Afro floor.
Oh, wow.
And then later in the night, we're going to merge the genres into one, where we're going to have our headliners performing on one floor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what? I think this is going to be something that is going to be so special.
Yes.
I can't wait for all of us to come and experience it with you. And more than anything else, shout out for bringing the 2 powerhouses together.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, you know, when we talk about your lineup, mention like 3 people that are going to be on there.
Maporisa, Meda, myself.
I love that. Beautiful. G. Washington, please keep
Sure.
killing it. And we can't
Sure
wait to
thing.
see what you do with the rest of your 2025.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thanks for having me.
you. Of course. He's not going anywhere, okay? He's going to be setting the rest of the show alight. It is G. Washington, extraordinary DJ and producer and friend. I love the fact that we get to celebrate him, especially coming back from Europe, showing the rest of the world what South Africa can actually do. 22nd of March, it is on Ama Afro, the event you never knew you needed. And of course, it is going to be something special. But right now, my special people over there in Cape TZ, Foshizi, are you still good?
Oh, absolutely love that performance coming, but we're interested in everybody's musicality right now. We put it to you guys this morning. Are you musical? Tell us if you have ever learned to play an instrument and how it's going. I would have loved to have seen some videos of people playing, obviously inspired by the School of Rock, who were amazing today.
Absolutely amazing. They've given us every reason to maybe pick up that old instrument, but we've got a lot of comments and some voice notes to go through. Speaking of comments first, and Mark Gavin says, good morning, Expresso Show. I would love to play a musical instrument, drums, but I was in a household where vinyl records and turntables was our talent. To mix 2 records, beat mixing by ear.
100%.
Whoa, Mark,
I know,
that's
throw it
cool.
down. Them's fighting words. But I'm sorry, unless you've mixed with vinyls, I'm sorry, I know I'm old school, but there ain't no new school when it comes to vinyls. Well done, Mark. You have proven your age right now. Thank you for making us all feel old. Robinson Matthias say, good morning, Expresso team. I play the flute and piano at church.
Nice.
Have a blessed day. I'm not even going to say anything nasty about that.
You
That was
can't.
just a whole lot of goodness wrapped up in that comment, man.
Using talents for a good cause. And Lisa Carolson says, good morning, Expresso. I learned to play the piano in primary school and I have a keyboard at home and I'm trying to regain some skill as I would love to play my favorite songs fluently. Have a great day. So Liesl, I'm wishing you nothing but practice, 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 because you're going to be perfect. Just put some time in. I can't wait to hear it.
Please, and then who knows, you might make it. Yeah, okay, and we've got a couple of voice notes coming through. Please sing, please sing. Let's hear from this person.
Ooh.
Good
See what
morning,
Linda has
Expresso
to say.
family.
Morning.
I hope you're all well today. I learned to play the piano many years ago with one hand, and I have a violin that I would really love to learn to play. I love classical music, and I would really love to learn to play the violin so that I can start to play that. So that's one of my dreams. I love the piano. I can only play with the one hand, but to find people where I stay is a little bit difficult, but I'm going to be looking into it. So, yeah, it would be awesome, absolutely awesome. I love instruments and things like that. So, yeah, have a good day. Bye.
I don't even know you, Linda, and I miss you. I suddenly miss you, and I want Linda in the studio with one hand. I guarantee you there are musical teachers that would take that on board. Linda, please keep reaching out. In fact, we'll ask our amazing social media team to have a little look around as well. We want to connect you. I love that. You've got to have those dreams.
Yeah, you got to, man. If that's not inspiration enough, let's hear what else people have to say. Jordan's up next with a voice note. Morning, Jordan.
Good morning, Expresso fam. I played violin for like a year or 2. And then from primary school onwards, it was like 5 years ago, I played recorder I play recorder for the church. Yes, and now I'm a retired recorder player.
Oh, remember that?
Remembering the great old days
Of the recorder
player.
I think I could play Titanic and Bob Black Sheep or something. I remember that actually.
Of course, those two go perfectly together. I love that. I love the fact that you are creative, musical, and that you are still dreaming. Linda, I love you, girl. Go and dream big and go and find that music teacher. We'll see you after the break.
Join us this week on Color Your Plate with Koo. It's all about hearty, meatless meals.
Like, we can do this, guys. We can do this.
I'm not here to make no friends.
And we'll be the last contestant to join our top 6.
The competition is so tight.
And I start panicking because nothing is fully done yet.
That's Color Your Plate with Koo, Tuesdays at 7 p.m. only on SABC2.
I'm hoping for the best.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
All right, so you want $1 million? Well, go and get it. Your ticket to a guaranteed 1 million rand is there. It's Daily Lotto, the jackpot for you this Thursday. So please don't get left behind. You can buy your tickets now and make it rain. Lots of cash this March. I love that.
Let's make it rain, and let's tell you exactly how to do it. All you got to do is buy your tickets now in store. You can head over to the nationallottery.co.za website. There's the mobile app. You've got cell phone banking, or you can simply dial *120 *7529# and then follow the USSDs. It's that simple.
It really is. And if you forgot anything, we'll put it up on our social media pages so you can check it out and go panda push or play that Daily Lotto for a guaranteed 1 million rand jackpot today. All the best of luck. Now, I kind of feel like we won the lotto when a particular person joined our team.
That's true.
And she's got something special on the way.
Something special is happening this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. The one and only Zanele is celebrating her birthday.
Pew, pew, pew. Happy birthday, girl. Oh, we absolutely love you, and we want you to have the most amazing weekend. I'm sure you're going to have a party, so we're going to start that party just a little bit early. Thank you, Cindy. We absolutely appreciate and love everything you do, girl. How are you feeling about the birthday?
I love you guys. I feel loved and I feel excited. I feel like adding a year to your life is always a blessing. Not everyone gets to. So getting to continue and getting to still be a part of beautiful things like this movement that is the Feel Good Breakfast Show, I feel blessed and I feel so happy. Thank you so much, guys.
You deserve it. And every single flower there has been handpicked for us to you so you can enjoy all the love going your way. And speaking of, there's someone that's literally going to be celebrating your birthday right now with a beautiful performance. What's happening?
Yes, it's true. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man, it's always so lovely to do this with you, Mzansi, where we get to end out the show with a bang, baby. Don't forget, it is the Ama Afro event happening on the 22nd of March, and you can get your tickets on Howler. But playing us out today, Mayenzeke, by none other than the beautiful, amazing G. Washington, featuring Tabia and 81. It's called Mayenzeke. Let's go!
Another feel-good production.